Well, my man MoneyBoy Trey in the building. He said, hit that like or we gon' fight. Make sure you check him out on YouTube.
Hello. Let me talk to the host. The host is MoneyBoy Trey. What's popping?
Will you interview with at MoneyBoy Trey?
Or MoneyBoy Trey is back. Where you been?
MoneyBoy. You see me in they chats because that's the circle that I associate with.
MoneyBoy said manhood is subjective. No, the fuck it's not.
Take a hallelujah. That's about everybody. We miss on the song a lot. Gives me the name about it. This is called Tell Her Never Do. If you handle your business right, I'ma promote your ass. You bitch out and try to kite, I'ma come smoke your ass. The shit that I'm giving you, they drawing blood to get. The fix be running through because they love the shit. So don't come with that, no one wouldn't buy it. The shit was cool. Niggas try to rob me, nobody was coming through. Snitches, I can't have that. Bitches, I can't have that. Riches, you can have that. Just bring me my cash back. Look, it's all gravy with me, go ahead and shine. That's how you play it with me, you're big time. All I want is the G's with a trunk full of keys. A Benz on 20s, you got something you can lend me. Shit, boys ain't doing nothing for me for free. Can't put no trust in you boys, cause y'all be trying to run G. Cause I don't like dreaming about making no cheese. Wanna see my motherfucking bank account OD. Until then, I'ma be thugging behind the project building, smoking that 5 with the ghetto children, plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Yeah, I'ma be thugging behind the project building, smoking that 5 with the ghetto children, plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Now I'm on some shit again. Leave a hater stranded like Gilligan. Hundreds I'm considering, flexing for $1 million. Catch it, hater, I'm killing them. They spot, but I ain't feeling them. My jacket off appearing them. Some say it's numerary, partners in vocifering. Juvenile is different. Look at what I did to them. Boys wearing Reeboks instead of Nikes and Timberlands. Bitch hitters, I be tipping them. My Mac 9, it be flipping them. Some of these haters is trying to run G, so I be gifting them. They will do the same to me. Boys ain't no family. Shit is all a game to me, but nobody gon' handle me. 400 degrees, toting guns, running with me. No wonder we need more money one could receive. Player wanna deal with this Christ, I'ma put it open in his life. Never should I fuck with me right. Why you keep ducking me shy? I'ma knock your head off. Boy, tryna get to your fuck, tryna play it off. You made the beat, pussy so wise, you scared. If you mind your fucking business, then your life would be spared. I can't see it. Pussy try to make me out a bitch, I can't be it. I had this motherfucker crow with hitters like Free Nick. You probably can save yourself, but you can't save your neighbors. When my nine get to spinning around like a baseball player. Put on this potato on the end of my nine. Foolishness I entertain to keep these boys in line. Look, cause I don't like to dream about making no cheese. Cause I don't like to dream about making no cheese. Wanna see my motherfucking bank account.
Hey y'all, my dumb ass went live on the wrong live stream. So no, this is, yeah, it's the wrong live. I just noticed it. So I gotta change the title.
Bet them bitches know me. Man, know your head buster out there wild TC. I'm a young hitter. Look at what you done, hitter. You done made me mad. Now I'm gonna get my gun, hitter. Better watch your tongue, hitter. Cause I'm getting dumb, hitter. Kill one hitter. I'ma keep it real with you. You say you the man, I know I'm the man, and I'm ready to deal with you. I'm prepared for the toe tagging. Keep my Reebok strapped tight with my key ball sagging. Now I done rocked a couple of keys, and I done flipped that 2 times. I know I'm in a drought, and they gonna pursue mine. I got bills to pay, I can't be playing with you jokers. These youngsters something else, now you bout it, they'll provoke you. You can't understand how a hitter my age can hit the streets like the bustin' with the 12 gauge. But I don't like to dream about making no cheese in the future. Wanna see my fucking pockets OG. Until then, I'ma be thugging high the project. Working that side of it, you get up shit.
Good garbage day, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle Mo must have do about nothing, but the video the video that I did, that was it was a video, I think it was my summation. Oh no, I reviewed both of them dropping messages and stuff of that nature, and like it was a 6-hour and 40-something minute live, and at the 21-minute mark, Tommy had showed one picture of her in a robe and some Brit the Hitman heart glasses that she said was on social media, but he also put up a picture she sent him of just a bra, no face or nothing, just a bra, her in the bra, like no nipples showing or nothing, just a bra. And she put a privacy complaint in there, and I trimmed the video where the privacy complaint had gave me the timestamp, and they took the video down. And then yesterday, I got another privacy complaint on the same video on my Pettigoat channel with a different timestamp, and I took it out. Now, I was going to re-upload it. That's not what this live is. This is supposed to be the Chud, academics and Sneako debating over Chud the Builder. I just went I went live on the wrong link, so I'm going to change the title of this. I'm still going to re-upload. Well, I don't know if I'm going to re-upload the video because I appealed the one that got taken down. And if it comes back up, there's no need to re-upload it. And then if it stays down, but the other video that I re-edited yesterday stays up, then I could just re-upload that one, because what she put the privacy complaint about would already be cut out. But it's amazing. Lene didn't give me no privacy complaint. Lene's whole ass was out on me and Rib Rub's battle. She complained about it. She yelled, she hollered, she screamed, she talked shit. She did not give us the privacy complaint, but the big bad wolf did. But I get it. It's YouTube. It's YouTube. But yeah, that's what happened. But now this is Sneako. I don't know if y'all know who he is. Sneako is a streamer. He typically aligns himself with people who have strong racist points of view. Him and academics, they're cordial in the podcasting space. He noticed that dude was defending Chud the Builder, and she has not talked to me since I woke up and told her Happy Mother's Day, like, and all this shit. She ain't talked to me. She has cut ties because I'm cool with Tommy, I guess, even though I was cool with both of them and I defended with her. I don't have any hard feelings again. I understand the YouTube shit. I know now she don't fuck with me, and feelings mutual. No hard feelings. She got the hard feelings. I just know how to walk away and act like shit never happened. So I ain't no problem. Oh, Mo, you made my intro. I don't know if you've seen the intro yet. You made my intro. I had chopped up an intro of influential people shouting your boy out. You made it. Check it out.
Well, my man MoneyBoy Trey in the building. He said, hit that like or we gon' fight. Make sure you check him out on YouTube.
Hello. Let me talk to the host. The host is MoneyBoy Trey. What's popping?
Will you interview with at MoneyBoy Trey?
Or MoneyBoy Trey is back. Where you been?
MoneyBoy. You see me in their chats because that's the circle that I associate with.
MoneyBoy said manhood is subjective. No, the fuck it's not.
Yeah, you made the cut. Oh shit. Oh, before I get started too, one thing, me and Truth just got the phone. Apparently, Marissa ugly ass and went live and said me and her name. She want all the smoke with us, and we gonna give it to that bitch. We definitely gonna give that bitch the smoke today. So y'all stay tuned. I don't know what time Truth going live, but when we do, we on that bitch ass. I don't know why she. Now, I don't know why Marissa is fucking with me. Like, she cried the last time I responded back to her. She struck me. I struck her like 10 times. She cried. I ain't bothered her since because she cried so much. So why is she talking about me again? I don't live in Atlanta, bitch. You can't get no restraining order on me.
Cannot be true, bro. I know they said Sneako not supporting this nigga. Like, come on, bruv.
Good morning, yours truly. Good morning, Jessica.
They said Sneako, what? It says Sneako said he spoke to him.
Yeah, Rev G tried to make his way over here where he saw it was a little tension going on. That's why I stopped him. Was like, bruh, I don't care what's going on between me and her. I'm not gonna be over there in your chat listening to you, and you're not gonna come over here trying to give me all the scoop and talking bad about her. I don't give a fuck, sir. I'm moving on with my life. That's why I had to just cut him off the other day. It's probably like, you like, you don't know me now, but nigga, I see how you operate in these spaces. And I ain't that type nigga. I'm not Lene. That woman could go on about her life without no words from me. I'm just gonna re-upload my shit and keep it pushing.
And warn him instead.
Chud the Builder side. Yeah, I saw that. What do you guys think about Chud the Builder? What do you guys think about him? He chimped out on me. He chimped out on me when I met with Ed Craven, the Kick CEO. He was really upset that I had a meeting with.
Who gives a fuck what he thinks?
The Kick CEO. And I messaged him. I'm like, you chimped out on me. And he's like, yeah, you're right. And I saw he's getting his hat snatched. I'll just be straight up. I reached out to him and I told him, bro, you should probably do some desktops because a lot of people are thinking that.
Yo, Sneako, I'm gonna keep it a being. You my friend, but we might have to take your nigga pass. We can't have you say nigga no more neither, bro. Hold on now, nigga. Hell nah. You see the N-word don't hit it. Like, you look like you from Vietnam or some shit, nigga. Hold on now, brother. You over here telling this nigga safety tips? Nah. Let him stay out in the streets. What do you mean? Talking about you telling him to stay inside. Like you care about as well. Yo, Sneako, we might have to revoke your nigga pass, bro.
I'm proud of academics on him. Academics are like, all right, motherfucker, you think it's so cool him talking about black folk. Would you think it was fun if he did the same thing to Muslims? He got his ass in the corner. Because, you know, Sneako is a Muslim, so he holds that near and dear to his heart.
Word up, bro. Hell nah. You can't be telling the white supremacists how to survive the storm. What the fuck? Yo, let me put it in your words. It's like telling the Israel niggas how to. Yo, what's wrong with you, brother? Nah, hell nah, Sneako. We might have to do a research on you, bro. We don't know if you can say nigga for the next month, bro. You tweaking. How the hell you over here trying to give the racist nigga advice on how to keep being racist and what the hell going? Sneako.
You are going to be a target. A lot of people want him dead. I'll just put it straight up. And I don't agree with a lot of what he does. It can't be.
See, that's another thing. Yo, Sneako, stop lying. Ain't nobody want that nigga dead. That's cap. No, you see, this is why y'all start validating this chimping out thing. Nobody want him dead. There's just certain type of people you don't antagonize in public, and they just walk away, or you get to be just saying he's chimping out. Like, there's a lot of places in America you don't go to do these little pranks. You get slapped, or it was much worse, or they just might meet your energy, whatever your energy is. Keep in mind.
Is Sneako black? He don't look like no black man to me, but I don't know. I always thought he was a white dude. Maybe that's why he said he gonna revoke it. He probably mixed. Maybe that's why Atkins said he gonna take his nigga card.
I don't hear these people telling him he's the one that usually says, "Oh, I got a gun." They don't tell him that first. He's the one who says, "I wish I would."
And he telling them he got a gun because he know he'll get fucked up saying this shit if he didn't have that gun. If he ain't had that bear spray or that gun, he would have to have them motherfucking hands, and he know he would get beat the fuck up.
So, Sneako, come on now. What's wrong with you, brother?
Be antagonizing, but a lot of.
Shout out to the brother that tricked him off the street, though. Shout out to the black dude that tricked this nigga off the street. Looked like Chud the Builder chimped out that day trying to get some content. He didn't expect that he was gonna have to go to jail.
stuff's funny. I can't even lie to you.
Oh, yeah.
Filipino or Haitian?
Ain't nothing about it funny.
What
Nope.
do, Y'all ignore
Sneako,
the,
we might have to take your black card.
the title
We can't
of
have
the
you.
video, y'all. I went live on the wrong stream, so just ignore that. Ignore the title.
Come on, Sneako. It would be funny to you because I don't think the epithet. Yo, Sneako, ain't you Muslim, nigga? If I said some anti-Muslim shit, nigga, you be in your feelings, nigga, like praying on a rug 15 times, nigga. You not black. So, like, what you mean? Ain't none of this shit funny. Ain't none of this shit funny. Because, again, is, you know, for example, let me use Sneako as an example. Sneako, you say the N-word. You ain't black. But there's a lot of gray area when it comes to this, like, you know, people saying the N-word, like you're using it as a colloquial, as a term of endearment. And you yourself don't even say the hard ER. It's very different. And by the way, I've seen a white dude say nigga, and people aren't going to be up in arms. This guy is clearly different. It's hard for me to be amused by a white dude walking around in a town that, if you kind of look on it on face value, is kind of,
the town seems racist anyway. Clarksville seems racist. The jury's out on it. I've only been there a couple times. Jessica, it was no way in hell I was gonna stay up for 6 hours, but then I might not need to. But I might not need to re-upload it. If my appeal works, I don't need to re-upload it. So that's what I'm also waiting on that end too, just cause.
already like trying to, like, on a social status, like make white people feel like they're a little bit better than other races, and he's antagonizing homeless black folks and other black folks that are minding their business in the streets. And he's not only just attacking them for what they're doing to him, he's inciting arguments that he could call them. And when you hear most of his rhetoric, he applies it to the entire race, not just one person who may offend him. It's not that it ain't amusing to me. I'm not, it could be amusing to you or whatever you got going on, but yeah, like, yo, I guarantee if this was some Islam shit, if this was some Islam bullshit, I guarantee that nigga Sneako would have been on some other shit. You know what I mean? He go hard for the Islam.
He's been trying to get dude canceled.
Yo, Sneako, I can't believe you over here like communing with this Chud the Builder motherfucker, bro.
What's going on?
Right, whoa, hold on, no, we gotta take an N-word pass, bro. You tweaking. You are over here communing with that guy?
Yeah, I told him to stop antagonizing people.
He comes straight in talking about what's up, my nigga. Y'all folk, boy. Y'all make anybody feel welcome.
And it's not going to end out well, so you should probably stop going out in public and antagonizing people. Especially, I saw a stream from you. You were saying like people are going to put money on his head. That there's going to be a GoFundMe.
I never said that. Sneako, we got to be
you saw, no, you didn't. You weren't calling for it, but I saw you say if somebody did do something that the GoFundMe would start hitting.
No, of course it would, because again, you have someone who is targeting an entire race by antagonizing individual specific people of that race who didn't provoke him, right? Like, put it like this: if he let off a couple of racial I always fuck up that word, towards some black guy who was being an asshole to him, right? We might still call him racist, like, all right, dude, you're racist, but the entire race won't be mad. You get what I'm saying? Everybody who is black, we could tell he's just trying to use the word period to describe a group, or really a racial group of people.
Yeah, that's the point. There's no word in the English language that gets people so riled up like that word. There's no word you could say for white people where they're going to get that angry.
Sir, if I call you a kike, you would be offended. Stop fucking lying. You would be ready to lose it all if I called you a kike, sir. Stop.
Doesn't hit. It doesn't work the same way. Asian people, you can't say a word like that. You're going to get the same reaction. We shouldn't give this much power to words. We shouldn't allow this to control you.
There's disparaging terms for every race that'll make people go there. You just straight up lying.
That's cap.
You want to be controlled by a word? Isn't that slavery?
Yo, Sneako, you always come up with these like crazy, like, yo, Sneako, you Muslim, right?
Yeah, and there's funny words.
Hold on. You Muslim. Cool. So you cool with me calling all Muslim niggas terrorists as a term of endearment?
Well, do you believe that?
No. Suppose that's what I want to call them, because
you don't believe, if people have real intentions, if people actually believe that, then that's wrong.
A racial slur usually don't have no definition to it. The N-word with the hard ER, what's the definition of that? It's a slur to bring you down. So
yeah, there's other slurs like the word dumb. The word dumb means somebody who's not able to speak, but it doesn't have the same connotation. The word
Hold on.
somebody who's disabled.
If I call all Muslims terrorists, it has social implications, just like if you call someone the N-word, it does have that social implication in terms of what it's not about what it means, it's about you're using a term to denigrate a whole group. You don't believe that? Come on now.
People say that all my Muslim friends, I call them terrorists too. If they're Palestinian, I call them. If it has real intentions, if you mean it, then that's a different conversation. But if you're joking around, we shouldn't let words control us emotionally.
So you're saying that this guy is joking around when he's saying he's going to leave
a
black dude?
I think he actually has animosity.
Okay,
but
you know what you're describing? It's like the N-word. Okay, if somebody says nigga, like it's using endearing in fashion, right? You're saying, oh, I say terrorist to my like whoever friends, and you're using it in a term of endearment. You don't mean it. You're not using it to bring them down. What this guy's doing,
that's why I told him. I said you should stop doing those IRL streams. I don't know why you're upset about that. It seems like something bad's going to happen. Somebody's going to act in a way.
You said it was funny. I'm wondering which part was amusing.
There was a video where a guy was saying, what are those? He's talking about his shoes, and then he looks at his shoes and he has an ankle monitor on. That's funny. There's another video where he's arguing with a guy and he's not recording on his phone, and he's like, you're not even recording, and then he laughs about it. And they're calling each other bitch, and they're calling each other this. A lot of that is funny. These are words.
Hold on. See, this is where you're lying now.
You want to let me call you on Discord real quick.
90% of what this guy, you can call me. 90% of what this guy is saying is slurs. Like, let's not try to like, oh no, it's
yeah, you're right. You're right. That's why I said I don't agree with that. I don't think you should be doing that. That's why I told him you should stop doing these streams outside. Something bad's gonna happen.
All right, so like, let me ask you this question. The guy who, I believe you said your group is called Love Speech. How could you even communicate with someone who's spreading hate speech? Do you think this is hate speech or not?
A lot of it is hateful, yeah. But that's why I'm trying to get him to not be doing things out of hate. Hold on, let me call you on this one.
You gotta watch out for Sneako, y'all.
What up?
All right, yo, Sneako, man. We gotta watch out for you, man.
He's made all his money doing this type content, and you think you're gonna get him to change? No, you didn't get him to change. This charge he's facing is gonna get him to change. Cause no matter like he gonna at least leave that with the felon. He might not get no jail time or probation, but he's still gonna be a felon. So he ain't gonna be able to walk around with that gun in Tennessee no more.
This is a little bit surprising.
One second.
All right.
What's good? You gotta hold on, let me fix the mic. Yo, talk.
Yo, could you hear me? Mic check. We listen. I think we might have to bring it to a poll. Sneako, you got to stick to like some Islam stuff and overseas, brother. Like when it comes to, we're in a very interesting. While most of your streams is about what the hell Trump is doing and what the fuck is going on over Iran and them bullshit ass countries. Like we don't give a damn about none of them. They all could go to hell. What we care about is what's going on over here. And right now, race relations within this country is at a point that is much better than years previous. And when we see an antagonist, I think that every race should come together and say, let's get this piece of shit out of the paint quickly.
Boy, he hit that Discord quick. I don't know how the fuck Discord work, but this nigga pulled up immediately.
That we don't go down a spiraling downward path like what happened when the BLM movement had to, quote unquote, just jump out the blue. And we all seen some of the errors with that. But right now, we don't need some nigga named Chud the Builder popping up doing all the dumb shit. Let's get this nigga out the paint. And anyone who says differently, we got to start.
In the words of Chud the Builder, they're saying you're chipping out. I'm joking, but what did I say that you're upset about? I told him to stop doing the IRL streams like that. It's a bad idea. So why?
I want him to continue. I want him to continue.
You want something violent to happen?
No,
I don't want violence. I'm love speech. I don't want to see people antagonizing one another. I don't want to see hate. I don't want to see something bad happen. So I said you should probably go inside. It's going to end up bad. You're going to antagonize someone. Someone's going to act in a way. It's just a bad idea.
I'm not saying I want him to stop because of violence happening. I want it, based on what he's saying he's down to stand on whatever he's down to. He's been saying. I actually believe if something was going to happen to him, it would probably be a Caucasian that would probably hurt him. Usually when guys are spitting all of that political.
Ain't that who killed Charlie Kirk? A white guy?
Political stuff. I don't see a lot of black people.
Ain't that who killed JFK? A white guy? Ain't that who killed Lincoln? A white guy? We can keep going on and on and on. White people will take out their own kind.
You know what I mean? Look at Charlie Kirk. Who clapped him? Look at all these who keep trying to shoot at Trump. It's the white dude. So when he's talking about First Amendment right, and he's basically also saying, hey, he got his Second Amendment right. To me, that's political. He says he's a free speech advocate. Black people usually mind their business, okay? If they have issues with people that are in their vicinity over actual things that, would make sense for interpersonal issues. This guy is talking politics, and just look at the people who've been smoking the politicians.
Okay, that's very true.
So I think the person who gonna handle him would be white, but I'm not saying that he should continue that, because I'm like, hey, listen, if he's that radical,
do you think he should be handled violently?
I think he encourages it.
But you're not answering the question.
What?
Do you think that somebody should do something violent to him?
No, but I think they should meet him with the energy that he has, right? So
that's why I told him, I don't know why you're upset. I told him you should stop doing these IRL streams.
They should tell him to stop the rhetoric.
We should disarm the meanings of these words. We can't let words like that control us. Why is that the only word where people feel justified in America to act violently over it? There's no other word in the English language that elicits the same reaction that word does.
So I'm not going to defend acting violent over a word. We can't repurpose. We can't repurpose history, right? And that word is.
But we do all the time. We do all the time. The word mean the same thing.
No.
Thing. Even the word nigga doesn't mean the same thing.
Okay.
Black people have used it colloquially, and now that's a perfect. That actually the word you're talking about has been repurposed to be a term of endearment to mean anything.
Sneako. What I'm saying is that you can't repurpose history.
Two different words.
I said
black people, nigga has been repurposed. It was a word to mean slave, and now it means
Sneako, you're being obtuse. The guy is hold on. The way he's saying what he's saying is a direct callback to slavery, brother. Like if you think it's not like he's saying it meaning something else. We know what he means. So you're trying to make this point like, nigga has been repurposed. Is that what he's saying? Is he like, what up, my nigga? Is that what he's saying? Or is he actually saying that, hey, you're a lesser human being and I'm using this word to remind you of that? You tell me what he's saying.
He is saying that, but it only
so why do we need to repurpose what he's saying? His intentions are clear.
Let words control us.
It's not about words controlling us, right? So you're now talking about actions. I'm talking about the word first of all. So you're basically admitting that he's antagonizing, right, race relations by trying to bring up a time or he's trying to treat black people as subhuman by how he's speaking to them, right? And then you're saying, okay, even if he's doing that, we should just not be violent. And I hear you with that. But you got to admit to the first part first.
We agree on the violent thing, but you can only get rage baited if you get rage baited. You can only allow this word to have that power if you agree to that frame. We should repurpose this word so that we can't be controlled by them anymore. The same reason the word Negro used to be the correct word to call a black person, but it became a slur because it reminds us of a time of civil rights.
And you said, yes, and you said retarded is repurposed. We don't say that word because it offends people. It's a whole bunch of words that we don't say because it offends people.
Now it is a slur, but at the time in the 60s and the 50s, Negro wasn't a slur.
All right, Sneako,
even back then in slavery time.
All right, Sneako.
It wasn't a slur. That was the word for black people.
Sneako.
It became a slur because times changed.
All right, let me repeat again. I'm gonna go slow this time because I see you're trying to get your point off without actually engaging.
Okay. I heard what you said. He's bringing back. He's talking about a time where it was degrading.
His intention. Let's not say, let's take the power out of the word. Because if we took the power out of that word, he would use whatever word that had the power. Let's not try to give him a pass.
That's the only word that has power.
Brother, if he had to call you a slave, he would just say slave. Come on. The point is, his goal is to offend. Let's stop acting like his goal.
Him saying chimping out is to get them offended by calling them monkeys. What the fuck are we doing here? This light-skinned nigga.
Goal is to say a word, and we're triggered by the word, right? So, okay. So now that we agree on that, now we could get to what is the appropriate response? In a very civilized and perfect world, there is no violence when someone is either using oppressive language or either is trying to oppress. But let me ask you, since you're a big fan of religion, religious wars are some of the most violent wars in history. You don't think that's where, at some point, even in religion, it gets to violence, right? Wars. What's going on over there in was it Gaza and Iran and Israel? It gets to violence. So I get what you're saying, but over there, they fighting too. At some point, it gets to violence. That's what I'm saying. It gets to,
the comparison doesn't make sense. It didn't start based off of words. The genocide in Gaza didn't start because they said, you're a terrorist.
Words could be oppressive. Hold on. Could words be oppressive?
If you let them. So bombs are really oppressive. Like bombs, ethnic cleansing, starvation, that's oppressive. Words are only oppressive if you allow them to be.
So despite the meaning, let me ask you a question. Like, if you go back, you know, in the original articles and like, you know, in some of the original laws where black people are seen as 3/5 of a human, that's not oppressive, right? That's just words. You 3/5 a whole same thing. So that's not oppressive.
Of course it is. Does that still exist?
But it existed. My point is
exactly. It's in the past, so let it be in the past.
No.
So let go. So this is how we move forward. Instead of
wait. So this is in the past. So this guy is basically allowed to bring back up the past, right? Use racial slurs and try to almost treat people like we're in the past, but yet we're supposed to let go of the past. Nigga, you think we Gandhi, nigga?
Okay, is he acting like a slave master? He's a rage baiter.
Brother, brother. I hear how he's talking to black people.
My nigga said, "Do you think we Gandhi, nigga?"
A selfie camera in public. He's hardly a slave.
That nigga talking like Abraham Lincoln. He's talking like a damn slave master. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, but you use that word all the time. That's what? Like you're probably you probably use that word. This exact word that you're angry about is the word that you probably use the most in your stream, is it not?
The hard ER? Fuck no,
nigga. It's the same word.
No, it's not.
Yes, it's the same exact word. What did black slaves call other black slaves?
Yo. You can't keep jumping between points. You talk about words being repurposed. Hold on. So you talk about words being repurposed.
Where does that word come from?
Yo, hear what I'm saying? Yo,
I hear what you're saying.
Sneako, are you mixed? Like, what were you mixed? I got it. Because if you're trying to say, bro, if you're trying to say nigga and is the same thing.
Where does it come from? Where does nigga come from with the soft A? You're not answering the question. It's a simple question. Where does it come from?
Okay, it comes from the other word. However, it has two different meanings. It has two different meanings.
It's been repurposed, right?
It has two different meanings.
Wait. Has that word been repurposed to mean something colloquial?
Yes, but both words now have two different meanings.
Not by everybody.
Exactly. So that word should be repurposed too.
No. Wait, hold on.
Why not?
Sneako. And this is where I think my frustration is with you, because it's like you're one of those, it's just words. It's like this is the first I'm like, yo, Sneako's not. We got to start like revoking like all these nigga passes because wait. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. No, I got a better one for you. I got a better one for you.
It is.
No, I got a better one for you then. If you think they're the same word, why don't you get up on here or when you're talking to people, don't say nigga, say nigga. Why don't you do it?
I don't want to hurt.
No. So you admit they're two different words. So why don't you use them interchangeably? Why don't you use them interchangeably?
Because it's going to make you upset. I don't want to hurt.
So you're agreeing that they mean different things, or they would like that. That's what words are.
Thank you, Miss B, for the super chat.
We appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
If one word would evoke a different feeling than another word, are they the same word?
The point is you should not allow it to evoke the same feeling. Why would you let a word have that power? Disarm it. It only has the power that you give it. The same way that word.
Yo, bro, you sound like Ye when he said slavery is a choice. Like, yo, what's up with you, bro? Like, you're now blaming the people who are offended rather than the people who are choosing to offend. Like, they're going out of their way to choose to.
People were mad at Kanye, but what he said was true. Some people jumped off the boats. Some slaves ran away. Some slaves died fighting. And some chose to be slaves. It don't make them wrong, but they chose slavery over death. Some people chose death over slavery. We're not going to act like that didn't happen.
Offend. Yo, please. Even going back to your point. So the hard ER, right? They have made a relative word that's this nigga that is more, hey, we're going to try to strip some of the, historical slavery past and we're going to try to make it a cool type of colloquial. You're going to still defend the other shit?
I'm saying that the hard ER should be used colloquially the same way that nigga has been. Where does that word nigga come from? Just answer the question. Where does the word come from?
Hold on. You're talking about what should be. Yo, and no. You're talking about what should be and what is.
Yo, where does that word? Just answer the question. Where does that word come from?
Hold on. We just did this. We just did this.
Okay, it comes.
We
The
just
reason
did
that
this.
it sounds like that is because Black people have a different intonation in the way they pronunciate words, right? Instead of with the they just say oh, and then it becomes repurposed for the Black community. But it has the same exact root, the same exact time, and it meant the same thing at the time when Black people call each other.
Okay,
that,
but it doesn't
they
mean
were
the same
also
thing now.
slaves.
But it doesn't mean the same thing now.
Exactly, and it should be repurposed. It doesn't mean the same thing now. The same way this word should not mean the same thing now.
No,
because slavery doesn't exist anymore.
Hey.
Slavery's over. It's done. It happened.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you think the same about the Holocaust. Like, no, it don't work like that. You don't get to pick what.
Exactly. That's what my favorite song is that I got all this back.
No, I'm gonna chill. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. Okay,
yo, we debuted that. Hold up. I'm cooking right now. We debuted that song on our stream. That disarms the same thing. The worst thing ever.
Kanye been apologizing for that for like 3. Kanye's in every Jewish. Kanye in every single one of them.
I don't apologize for that song. What does that song do?
Yeah, that's why you're canceled.
The 3 most taboo.
That's why you're in that apartment.
But I'm a free slave. I ran away from the plantation. I'm not going
Damn, that guy savage. He said that's why you canceled. That's why you in that apartment. Cause you say the wildest shit.
Ever.
Kanye been apologizing for that for like 3. Kanye's in every Jewish. Kanye in every single one of them.
I don't apologize for that song. What does that song do?
Yeah, that's why you're canceled.
The 3 most taboo.
That's why you're in that apartment.
But I'm a free slave. I ran away from the plantation. I'm not controlled like you by words. You're shackled up by words. You're still a slave to these words.
Sneako.
Yourself be free. Say the most taboo things, and it no longer has the meaning that you allow it to have.
Sneako, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Yo, Andrew Tate, could you come back and get us?
They don't understand the things I say on Chud stream.
Yo, Sneako, you tweaking.
I can pimping out.
Yo, you were tweaking. Hey, let me say this, man.
What?
It kind of looks bad on your character that these are the type of people you're trying to protect their speech. Okay, you're trying to protect the speech of Chud the Builder. Okay, I just want to make sure we're like on the same.
The reason I messaged him was because I don't want something violent to happen. Because if somebody tries to do something and be a vigilante, there can be a bad situation for the person, and it's just going to be bad overall. It's a bad look on streaming. It's a bad look for the country. It's just not good. I don't want to see violence. I don't want to see people on either side crash out over a word.
So you shouldn't tell them to stay inside. You should tell them it's like you at some point you
stop antagonizing people. Don't get people upset and try to change up the rhetoric and act with more love speech. Be more Christ-like. He's Christian. That's what I was telling him. This is not the way that Jesus wanted him to act.
You think he's Christian?
He says Christ is king in his bio. Yeah, I think he's Christian.
Is that the only thing that, once you say that, you good?
Yeah.
No, you're not good. That's why I'm saying that he shouldn't be doing these streams anymore. I told him stop doing those IRL streams.
What was his response to you?
He said, basically, like,
he told you you're chipping out, huh?
No, he didn't. I told him he was chipping out, actually. That's how the conversation, I DM'd him. I said, you're chipping out. And he said, you're kind of right. And then we had a conversation. He said, it doesn't go viral the same way when I'm doing desktop streams. So I said, like, you gotta, if you want to stay, if you want to be alive, if you want to protect yourself, if you don't want something violent to happen,
he has a death wish. You gotta let that man live out his goal.
Well, I don't want to see people have a death wish because I want people to be okay. I want to see peace.
I guess. Yeah, but listen, man, we gotta. Hey, I know you're usually in like your religious stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. I could give 2 fucks about what's going on with the Jews. Just go away.
So you care more about a word than you do about genocide?
Yeah, I care more about black people more than I care about that type of shit.
You care more about
hold on. I just said it. I already said what I said.
Right you just said that. You care more about
I care more about black people more than I care about that type of shit. Facts.
Okay, but that's the difference is a word and genocide.
Brother, I just told you, I care more about black people in this country that I live in more than what the fuck is going on over there in Israel and Palestine. I don't care who wins that shit.
Okay, so genocide's happening in Palestine and a word
don't
is
care.
used in America.
I care about black people more.
Yeah, but there's not a genocide on black people.
Well, listen, we got to nip it in the bud before it gets there. This thing is about to start a race war. Fuck what's going on in Palestine and goddamn Israel.
That's why I said he should stop. That's why fuck what's going on. I don't want to see a race war. I don't want to see people.
Well, this is why. Listen, sometimes you see how Trump went out there and like clapped that nigga from Iran, that fucking supreme leader. That might have to be Chud. Get him out of the way because he's trying to start some shit. We ain't trying to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see people die over a word.
Well, he problematic. We might like somebody might have to just do it. I don't care who do it. Black, white, who cares?
I care. I don't want to see people die for a stupid reason. Advocating for violence is not the way.
Nobody wants. He's the violent one. You don't realize he's the violent one?
Isn't he majority acting and he's acting in self-defense, right?
No. Do you see what he's saying? He's daring people to do something.
Words aren't violent, Act. Words aren't violent.
your rhetoric could be insightful.
But no, using an individual word is not an act of violence. And so if you want to stop racism, then we can't let words trigger something that makes us violent.
All right, play this.
If you want to stop
I
racism,
watched him pepper
then let it
spray.
go.
I watched him pepper spray a guy who like flipped his hat off or something like that.
Technically, doesn't that count as self-defense? He wasn't arrested for that.
Man, that guy should have blew him.
Legally, doesn't that count as self-defense? I'm not justifying it. You pepper spray. Two girls were eating dinner. I didn't like seeing that.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Two girls were eating dinner and they got hit. Also, when he pepper sprayed, that's not good. But technically, legally in America, that counts as self-defense.
Well, there's a lot of like actual legalities to that, because if he's using beer mace, you have to have appropriate force, right? It's the reason why if someone like hits your hat off, you can't shoot him dead. He's using a weapon, right? That is actually illegal in certain places, right? So I'm not sure if that necessarily is self-defense. But, again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm watching some of the nonsense he's doing. I think he's chimping out. Okay. I think what he's doing to amuse us, I can't wait to see the conclusion. But I think the conclusion, I don't want him to go to jail.
I don't want to see him go. I don't want to see people die. Like I don't think that's good.
I don't think he's gonna die.
Go to jail.
You were saying that somebody can get a GoFundMe, and I don't know. I'm seeing like rappers, NLE Choppa saying that he's going to do something. It's just not good. It's a bad situation.
He's going to get a little wake up call. And I'm not saying it's going to be violent, but I know how this story ends. This story ends with him getting a wake up call, and he goes from Chud the Builder to fucking just a Karen the bitch, where like he's now like, okay, I'm not this type of antagonistic guy. I'm the victim, and we'll see how that goes. But I think history has shown us that people like this, the thing they could always fall back is their whiteness, right? He has whiteness that he could always fall back on after he sheds this entire act. It's a shtick. It's an act. It's an act that has worked. It's antagonistic. The guy literally said that he had no motion before he started antagonizing black people. Literally, he had zero motion.
Not good to build a career based off of antagonizing people.
I think he should go antagonize Muslims. Word up. Facts. Leave black people alone. Go fuck with the Muslims.
Do you want peace or not?
No, I want to see what the Muslims gonna do. Because I think when Muslims get antagonized, no. I think Muslims.
Go attack the Jewish people as well.
Muslims get Muslims there are.
No,
you know about Malcolm X.
No. We're not talking about black Muslims. We're not talking about black Muslims. We're not talking about black Muslims. We're talking about like the other Muslims. Yo, because when they get antagonized, I think they're a little bit more violent.
What Muslims are you talking about?
Them 9/11 Muslims. You heard me? They're like, listen, go antagonize them type of niggas, and let's see how they handle it. Because from what I found out, usually black people are the least violent when it comes to all of this type of shit.
It's funny how you started this off like being
them Allah Akbar Muslims
against racism, and now you're saying 9/11 Muslims. Who are 9/11 Muslims?
The ones who did 9/11. It's like 7 of them, right? Yes, nigga.
So you're saying the hijackers? What was it like 12 people? You're saying those 12,
whatever they stood for, them extremists.
Those 12 hijackers?
No, them extreme ones. Yes, them extreme niggas. Them niggas.
Who are they,
brother? You trying to be obtuse? The niggas who be blowing themselves up. Whatever Muslims are those.
No. You made it a race thing. You said not the black Muslims, so now you're making it a race thing. So
definitely not my Muslims from Philly. Those are some cool ass niggas.
Not the Philly Muslims. So which Muslims? Be specific.
The ones that be doing all that suicide bombing. Go fuck with them niggas.
The terrorists.
Who? So.
I don't know. I'm telling you.
You don't know race, but you know they're not black, so you must know what race they are.
I don't know what race they are.
You know they're not black?
Well, hold on.
Sounds like you're being obtuse now.
Wait.
Sounds like you're being a little obtuse.
No. I'm glad you're saying that. You see how much you start to care when I start throwing the blame over there? You see?
No.
That's why I keep telling you. Leave black people out of this shit. Hold on.
Has no race.
Yo. Hold on. Nah. Fuck all that. Listen. This is what we talking about. All right. Okay. Yeah, he need to go fuck with like the Palestinians. That's what he need to go do.
Okay, they're under a genocide right now. You want?
Hey, now go with them. Just leave black people alone.
Okay, what word do you think Chud the Builder could use to Palestinians that will elicit the same reaction?
He should go find out. I don't want to know.
The thing is, it doesn't exist. There's no word in the English language that exists that has that same.
Hey, hold on. My thing is, we want Chud to go terrorize the Jewish people, the Palestinians, some Asian niggas, Indians too.
I repeat, if he calls a Jewish person a kike, it's gonna be on. Here, Italians got phrases that they call each other moolies and shit of that nature as a slur. Like, shut that with this nigga is stupid.
Everybody but the black people. We've been through enough. We just want to chill. We trying to cop the new AP/Swatch collab. Go over there, Chud. Go to Palestine, gang. Like, leave us.
They look at the Sicilians crazy.
Alone.
You said Asians. There's no, what word could he use?
I don't care. Hear what I'm saying.
It doesn't exist.
What I'm saying is
there's no word to get Asian.
Mongoloid. That's the word that you could call Asians that would have them ready to fight, sir. Or you could just go ask Asians what's an offensive term amongst themselves that other people would say that would have them ready to whoop your ass. You could just ask instead of saying there are no words like that. Because there's definitely a word for every fucking race and culture that's a goddamn slur. You think white people like being called rednecks by other white people, and it's only a certain class of white people that's called rednecks? You don't think that's a slur to them?
Angry like that.
Okay, I don't care if it's just words. Do whatever you can to incite them with whatever. Do whatever you can to incite them, or even if it's religion, even if it's religion.
Yeah, calling a white person a nigger lover is fighting words to them. What the hell? He's just being stupid. He's Haitian and Filipino. I'm sure he knows of the Filipino slur that will get your ass whooped, and he know the Haitian slur that'll get your ass whooped.
Go disrespect their religion. Go do whatever. Because by the way, we also have freedom of religion, right? Go do that. Go show up to synagogues, mosques, and all them other shits and do what you want to do to disrespect those religions.
No, I was saying like Italians. I said they have their words that they call each other that are slurs like "muli." I think I said they were right. And then I said, "Hey, Italians look down on Sicilians. They're they same country, two different class of people because the Sicilians are darker." And he talking about ain't no other words. It ain't no other word in the world where you what word could you call Asians to get them upset? And I'm saying all you have to do is go to these cultures and ask them. There are words that will offend the fuck out of them if they're called that.
And let's see what happens. Leave black people alone, right? Like I think you should do some demonstration at the mosque.
Oh, no,
right?
I didn't know if you heard what I said.
Wouldn't it be cool if he goes to like who be at the mosque? That's Muslims. If he went there and he's seeing people kneeling, and say, oh y'all chimping out. Oh y'all chimping. Oh y'all kneeling. Y'all praying. Oh y'all chimping out. Look at these motherfuckers chimping out right here. Look at them. They're all kneeling. They're chimping out. That would be amusing too, right?
I didn't say it was good. I've said
no, you said it was funny. Would that be amusing? Would it be amusing if he showed up to the mosque, he put the camera up, and he said, "Look at all these niggas. They're on their knees on the mat. They're chimping out."
Niggas, don't say that.
Okay,
first he said.
All right, suppose he said that. No, suppose he said that. Would it be?
But you said they were the 9/11 hijackers. Those were Saudi.
Okay, so you're trying to switch the conversation. You said when he had a conversation with black people, it was amusing, brother. You said when he had a conversation with African Americans or whatever, it was amusing. Do you think that would be amusing if he showed up to one of these religious places where people are praying, knee on the mat, doing all this stuff, Allahu Akbar shit, and he grabs his camera and said, "Look at these motherfuckers chimping out." Would that be amusing to you?
I'm saying he should.
Would it be amusing? Because you said it was amusing when he was talking to the blacks.
I said he shouldn't antagonize people that are.
All right, I know you said that, but you said it was amusing. You said it was funny. Would that be funny?
That's not funny.
Why is that not funny? But the ankle monitor on the black guy's foot, him doing that, why is that funny?
Because he first says, "What are those?" to his shoes, and then he looks at his shoe and he has an ankle monitor. That's fine.
Okay, so if he goes to
that's separate from the word.
Okay, so if he goes to the place where people are praying and they're bowing down on the mat, and he says, "What are those?" They're chimping out. That's funny. That would be pretty funny, right?
There's a difference between like worship and then being in public.
Whoa, Sneako, what you mean?
I don't think that's funny.
So that's not funny?
The difference is, the point I'm making is there's no word in. Is there a word? Is there a specific word? Like disrupting people who are praying peacefully, that's just unnecessary.
Disrupting homeless people who are minding their fucking homeless business.
I also said that that's wrong. You shouldn't be antagonizing people like that.
But you said it was funny though. You said I would try to find the humor if he went to the place of worship and he was just like, yo, look, they're speaking like some other language. They're chimping out. Look, they're praying.
Okay. There's some things within the videos, like I pointed out, like the ankle monitor, that are objectively kind of funny. Like banter back and forth. One guy's filming. He's like, hey, forgot to record. Some of that stuff is situationally funny. In a vacuum, it's not. And the point is, there's no individual word that equates to that word where you're going to get the same reaction out of people. There's not.
Sneako, you're trying to make it about a word. I've told you this is about blatant disrespect.
Make it about a word.
And again.
And I said you shouldn't blatantly disrespect people.
Well, that's the point. I know you want to. There's always going to be a thing that will be disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if it's a word. It might be a action that might even not be violent, right? Like if he shows up to the mosque and everybody praying on them carpets, he whips on the carpet. Is that disrespectful or not?
That's literally illegal. That's public indecency. Like that's also pissing that. Like
all right, he just does it. But all right, he spits on it. He spits on it. He spits on the rug. What?
Yeah, that's also considered assault.
He assaulted the rug.
Yeah, spitting on people is
no, not on the person. He just spit on the rug. He just disrespects it.
Yeah, that's wrong. What is the point?
Okay, he goes there.
What does this have to do with using it?
The point what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to black people finding offense of things that they feel is offensive, you're like, well, why don't y'all just stop being offended by the word? However, if I then showcase a situation where another group of people, where someone tries to disrespect them, you can't repurpose the disrespect. You want black people to repurpose the disrespect.
Great. There's a great analogy here. Do you see how you're equating this individual word that doesn't have real meaning unless you to the holy?
Every word has meaning, brother.
The word of God compared to the word.
If the word has no meaning, if the word has no meaning,
you are equating the word of God to a slur that is outdated.
Okay.
The word God doesn't have a meaning, sir. It's a meaningless word. Words don't have meaning. What you just said.
All right. You said that the words don't have meaning.
That's the whole point. You cannot have.
Yo, if you claim words have no meaning,
it's not equivalent to this individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say.
I'll say it for him. Fuck Allah. I'll say it again. Fuck Allah.
Oh,
is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you to say because it should have no meaning, right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right? Clearly,
okay.
Like you wouldn't say that, right?
Got him.
Because there's an intended meaning if you're saying.
I see the point that you're making. How are you equating?
Words have meaning, brother.
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God has meaning.
Sir, that word offends a whole group and race of people. Well, not a race, but it offends a whole group of people. Fuck it, it does. It offends the African American race. It literally does.
Meaning without us.
So
this hard R word.
You can't disrespect God, but you can disrespect a whole group of people.
That you give to it,
brother. You're saying so. What you just told me, you can't disrespect God. Okay, get it, agree. But you can disrespect an entire group of people, and your solution to that is that the entire group of people should just not be offended. Because you're doing both.
Because if you say fuck Allah, there will be an entire group of people, the Muslims, that would be offended.
Whether you say the hardy R or you say
this is the creator of the universe versus outdated.
It's a group of people that believe in that creator of the universe.
Word. You cannot equate the two.
Outdated slur to who?
Those in the same category.
Outdated slur to who? To you.
That's how it should be.
It's outdated to you. Clearly, if you look socially, the majority of people, even outside the black community, realize that word still holds some meaning. So in your maybe skewed Chud, the builder fanboy mind,
it only holds the meaning that we still attribute to it because slavery is over. The same way, we'll go back full circle, that this word is becoming the most popular word in hip hop. My 21 Savage, my choppa hates niggas. 21 Savage could say, my choppa hates niggas. And everyone's like, fine. They turn up to it in the club. If a white guy says that, everyone freaks out.
We've all said it has
the same word.
We've all said that both words, like if you study, and I'm about to butcher this word, etymology, and you know the root of words and how it progresses. It's like if I say, Sneako, you're cap, I'm not speaking about this.
Nigger actually comes from the word Niger.
Clearly speaking about the word cap has a different meaning, right? So hold on. So you keep saying
the meaning of this word.
Okay,
that's the point.
Okay. However, when that naturally happens, it happens. What I'm saying now is that nigga and the hard ER, they mean two very different things, and they're gonna get two very different emotions
because society moved on because we allowed them to change their meaning. That's the point.
No, you're being so.
Let go of these societal.
The people who are offended by.
Let go of the hurt.
All right, so the niggas in Palestine should let go of the goddamn hurt that Israel's doing to them. Let it go. Okay. The fuck?
The fact that you're not able to comprehend.
No. You're saying that black people should let go of the hurt, but I'm saying, all right, you own that Palestine shit. Them niggas should let go of the hurt. Or the fuckery that goddamn Israel them been putting them through.
This is such a dumb analogy. Genocide's happening now. Slavery ended how long ago?
No. Slavery more important than whatever happened with that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Word
slavery ended. What, 250 years ago? The genocide's happening right now. And also, there's no word to talk about.
Back on his ass. Slavery more important than that bullshit between Palestine and Israel. Let God figure that out. That's his people. That's his people's holy land. Let God sort that out.
About Palestinians the same way.
I mean, Allah, my bad. Nope, it ain't even Allah. It's Yahweh.
about
Yo,
black people.
listen.
This is not- this doesn't make any
If
sense.
you think that black people should let go the hurt of slavery, I think them Palestinian niggas should let go the fucking hurt of them bombs that got dropped. Facts.
Okay, it's happening right now, and also you're saying
No. I'm actually saying that to say nobody's gonna ever let go of their hurt.
This isn't.
No. It makes sense. No one's gonna let go of their hurt, right? The Palestinians ain't gonna let go
of their hurt all the time. People let go. Why do you think white people?
Gotcha, Uncle Mo. Act on his ass. If the U.S. would stop playing God and giving them weapons, well, the whole crazy part about the U.S. joining in on this Israel thing is Israel, they worship the Jewish God, not the Christian God. The two different gods there. So, like, the Jewish God don't even recognize the Christian God. The Christian God came way after Jesus died. It was the Jewish God up until Jesus died, and then they switched him up and gave you a new one. What's going on, Mo? You saying something? I can't hear you. Shit. Yeah, I can't hear you, Mo.
You now?
There you go. I got you.
Yeah, I can switch my mic because I got a new software, so that joint. But yeah, you know, man, you offended me. You know, I'm Muslim, man.
It was for purposes of the word.
Nah. I know what you're saying. But like I told y'all, like I'm black
fuck
first.
God,
But
I say fuck Yahweh, all the motherfuckers. Fuck.
so that's what I was gonna say. As far as Sneako joint, what he don't understand, it's like that Jay-Z joint when he was said, "What's a king to a god, but what's a god to a non-believer?" You know.
Yes.
So they could get offended, but if you don't believe in it, you're not going to be offended by that. And I feel like Axe said, Sneako's being willfully ignorant because he wants to be so close to whiteness. But this dude is out there looking for trouble, bro. He's begging for it. And if he was sold and he felt that words wasn't the matter, he wouldn't need a gun or bear mace. He'd take whatever consequences come with it. Yeah.
I don't think he done made bail yet. He found trouble.
Yeah, but he
shot
crazy.
himself. He shot himself shooting other dude with his retarded ass.
Bro, I think he going like people like that. I don't want to die at all. Like we need to go back to old school where you don't got no weapons and you gotta handle it because you already know he a coward because he wouldn't be walking around without a weapon if he felt like that. But I'm glad Act is finally not acting like. You know, Act sometimes be letting people slide. I'm glad Act got on him, you know?
Yeah, Act made us proud on this one. This is a Jamaican brother. He did us proud.
Yeah, I might have to subscribe to Act again because I'm proud of him on that one. Like I'm shocked that he even stood up and actually had legit shit. And then Sneako, like I said, he attention whore because when that whole shit where they played that shit in Miami and they got banned. He was blaming everything like, oh, they trying to use me as a scapegoat. I didn't want to play so now he talk about, oh, I played this song. Nah, man.
Yeah, we debuted it.
And let's keep it real.
That's why you sit in that apartment because you played this shit.
Mm-hmm. I was out there cutting the grass. My name battery ran out of my lawnmower. But damn, he said something else. Said, what did Kanye even besides that? You know, that song he made, but before that, when he lost his sneaker deal, all he said. Was them people with the little hats control the music industry, and they got rid of him. He went from a billionaire to 1,000 overnight. You know.
Yep.
As I tell Sneako, you really feel that way? Talk about them. Say something about them. That streamer stopped midstream.
And that's the point that Act was making. He was like, he ain't gonna go fuck with these other people.
And let's keep it real, right? It's a taboo topic that Black people never talk about, right? We are the face of everything except for Jesus Christ, bro. The one thing in a little book that says that we are. But they say that we the most violent. But if you look everywhere that fucking the Caucasian went, they conquered or did some weirdo shit. You get what I'm saying? They gave blankets of smallpox to the Indians. They fucking brought us across the sea. You can move your kids into an all-white neighborhood. Right now, you might be doing good thinking you moving your family. Your kid gonna go to school, they're gonna be calling them the hardy yard, they're gonna be treating them shit. You can move a white dude white little kid to the neighborhood right now, we gonna invite them to the cookout and treat them like they one of ours. We the most peaceful people, but we the face of everything. Man.
This is true. We're too accepting.
Yeah, that's why I get
white
mad
boy
when I
Brad
see
and Jay's hooping with us and shit, getting them faded up at the barbershop.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, my barbershop, I go to the barbershop in the hood, right? That's where I'm comfortable at, and they charge regular prices. Everybody be in there, all demographics, all times of the night. And none of them cats coming in and be like, oh, I feel like I'm going to get this on that. Everybody be chilling, you know? Part that killed me is they always talk about us, and if we so violent, we so bad, why y'all always fucking with us? He going out looking to fuck with people. Ain't like we going to the country club to bother him.
Well, there are no black people going out here fucking with white people, calling them rednecks and crackers and daring them to do something because they know they might get their ass whooped.
Yeah, and I'm like,
eventually, you're going to run into that right one. Everybody is not going to play with you. And he found it out the other day where he had to shoot a nigga.
And I'm telling you, like I seen one. I think it was either a white girl with a black dude, and he walked up to them and was like, is this chimp bothering you and shit? When I'm at, that's a lot of interracial couples because of the military. He run up on one of us with that joint. One of them dudes, they gonna hurt him bad. They ain't gonna care he got that gun or not, man.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be able to pull the gun. The right nigga hit his ass.
Yeah, and then he gonna get jumped. He gonna get jumped too. That's what, as soon as one of the rest of us notice he messing with somebody, we all going to jump on his ass. And that's just crazy.
I'm definitely gonna follow his court case. Definitely, I'm gonna be on top of that motherfucker. That is the crime and justice. I'm gonna watch.
Oh yeah. But
he might just plea out. But if he go to trial, I'm watching.
He gonna have to plead out. And he got prior cases too.
Well, if he pleads out, he ain't gonna be able to carry that gun no more. That's one thing. Even if he walk in the street still doing the same shit, he ain't gonna be able to have that gun or that mace, if I'm mistaken.
He ain't gonna do none of that. He gonna do it from home. He gonna be like Nick Fuentes. You see how these cats be when they be seen out in the streets, the rest of these cats, they be scared up their mind, man. Remember that other dude showed up to with that it was like a white event and they slapped his ass up. You remember that one? Dude came outside and slapped the dude.
I'm fairly new to some of these people in this space. Like I've heard of Nick Fuentes, never watched anything of his.
Yeah, that dude's a fairy.
Like I definitely remember Sneako, Myron, and all them in that van listening to their goddamn song.
So Myron,
Sneako in the place. Myron and them was in the van too.
He another coward though, cause I watched him talk crazy. Like I used to watch that shit. I watched him talk crazy, and then when I seen when dudes talk to him when he was inviting people to come up there, and then as soon as dudes stepped to him, he called the cops. One of them started filming. He calling the cops like, "Oh, don't pass my door. Don't come here. Don't come here." So he only.
I remember that when dude pulled back up in that jam. Yeah, he didn't even have no strap. Doing all that shit. But now I knew Myron wasn't about it when he wouldn't take the fade from Abba and Preach. Come on, it's Abba and Preach.
That's what I'm about to say. They don't even
look like you gotta take your chances.
Yeah, not saying they can't be, you know, they probably took martial arts.
I'm not gonna turn down that fade. Nah, we fighting. You ain't doing no karate. Like we gotta set ground rules. We is fighting. You want to box or we doing regular street fighting. But you would take your chances. That don't look like the toughest guys in the world. You feel like you got a chance.
I ain't gonna lie, like my son karate instructor, like I seen them just out and about in the streets. I wouldn't think they could fight, bro. If I ain't watched them in there training, I'd be like, this fat motherfucker can't do nothing. Man, but they be humble though. They don't be out in the streets acting tough though. They be humble.
Yeah, that's what the arts teach you. Try to avoid a fight. But nah, them folks, man, that's martial arts though. I want to see them just straight up fight. Fuck, you can't kick, just fight. You can't hip toss me, just fight. Box.
I did both. I did boxing and I did martial arts. But my first instance would be I ain't gonna lie, like when I used to I box more, but when I used to fight like in a street fight, I'm gonna kick you because after that,
Yeah,
your
you
mind
trying
ain't
to
even
take
be
it
worried about my
down.
hands. You don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah, you trying to go and break a nigga kneecap so it'll be over with.
Yeah, but even when I
Well,
watch
you know what I learned over fighting in street fights. Most niggas have never been hit in the stomach. Most of them have not in street fights. You hit a nigga in the stomach in a street fight, they gonna throw up their lunch from the past week. They ain't used to getting hit there. They just fighting. Face shots all and wrapping up.
I ain't gonna lie, a kidney blow will put you out though.
Fuck the kidney, just a straight up shot to the gut.
Most cats can't they don't even got the wind in them to fight. You ain't working out.
Fights only last about a minute. You get a good minute, a minute and 15 if you're lucky.
But you gotta think a minute is a long time when you fighting.
That's why niggas get to trying to
feel like an hour. Yeah. That shit feel like an hour. You don't know what you're doing, man.
After about the first 30 seconds, man, you trying to tie up.
Yeah, even at work, when they train us to go in the field, they train us to hit pressure points. Like all our blows, we landing them to pressure points and how to grab you at pressure points and stuff to stop that shit as fast as possible.
I saw a title of a video mentioning this stuff, but I didn't actually watch the video.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either. And I can't see how people I just want to see peace, but you ain't telling him that's antagonizing people to stop and tell him to stay in the house.
Well, yeah, he said he did tell him to stop antagonizing people, but he didn't tell him to change his rhetoric. But he said he told him to stop antagonizing people because it's gonna incite violence and somebody gonna get hurt.
I'm not shocked that he did this. Remember, old girl just did a video like a week before saying how she used to peg him.
Oh damn!
You ain't
that's
see that?
the new thing. But you know that's the new thing these women say too. They pegging niggas putting fingers in booty holes. This is what disgruntled women say. And is a rapper going through that right now? It's a rapper going through that.
That's that new age shit.
I
don't sue people, but I have to sue you for that.
You. Yeah,
I have to sue you for that.
These folks be lying. Yeah, I agree. When motherfuckers start saying that, if it's not true and they can't prove this shit, man, I'm suing the fuck out of you for slander death. You telling these people I'm getting hell no.
And look, now he in jail. They're gonna be really trying to peg him.
All these folks be doing this shit. They hoes be lying with that one, I think.
Yeah, they crazy, man. That's one thing. This don't lie me with that, bro.
Man, when they upset, they gonna say anything.
Do the old school shit.
Asian people aren't.
What hurt they went through? I want to hear this one. Hold on, I gotta take a shot. I was even gonna drink this shit. I want to hear the hurt the white people went through.
Some white people probably get offended by being
No. We're talking about history and hurt. Okay,
yeah.
Like for example, in 20 years from now, for the Palestinians, the hurt of what's happening now will be felt. Same with the Jewish people for the Holocaust.
Individual word. You still haven't given an individual word.
Listen, you're now still stuck over the word because you can't actually argue about the intended meaning. The intended meaning is to tap back into the hurt that word stands for.
Right, and my point is that there's no other word in the English language that has that much emotion attached to it other than that word.
You're lying, though, sir. You're lying.
It's the most powerful word. In
well, I take it, but you said the English language, but I still take that. Are you still lying on that one too? Well,
they got a word for every demographic. The most popular word, because for everybody to hate us, they all want to be like us. That they even call themselves the N word. You know what I mean? But Mexicans, they'll say, wetback. Spanish, they'll say spick. They'll say kite. They'll say chink. They'll say what's the other shit? Africans, they got all types of ones for them.
Yeah.
Italians, they call them what grease balls and shit. Like it's something for everybody.
Things. Yep, I said that. That's what I said. He tripping, but he did say the English language. So touche.
Mm-hmm.
because those other slurs would be in their native tongue.
I could tell you a word that
It's most
one group you can't say nothing about. Say one of them negative words about the alphabet community and see.
Oh yeah, definitely them.
Hold on. And I'm gonna lie to you. This is probably the most pro-black I've ever sounded. Because usually I'm like really, but this Chud dude, he's lit like anybody who actually.
Oh yeah, the F word, definitely. Yeah, that is definitely a slur that will elicit getting your ass whooped. It gets people upset and offended. That's an English word, sir. Good job, Bo. See, that's why you made the intro. Good job.
I'm telling you, they
agrees with him.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, because I had to take all these classes, all this stuff. Like, bro, especially nowadays, you can't say nothing about nothing. It don't even gotta be a slur. Somebody could just say they offended by something, and that's that, And he keeps talking about words don't got meetings. We wouldn't even have community guidelines and shit if that's the case, man.
Well, he know he's full of shit.
Is all about regressing in racial relationships. And I think we're at a decent place. At times it goes, but I like the fact that black and white people ain't beefing. I like that. You know what I mean? So when I see somebody like this, it disgusts me. And anybody who actually could see any nuance in what he's doing, other than that this guy's a piece of shit and racist, I start looking at you. And that's why I'm questioning you, because I'm like, you seem to be seeing clear what's going on over with Palestine and Israel. Nigga, you don't live there. You ain't even been in have you been to Israel? Have you been to Israel? Have you been to Israel?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Have you been to motherfucking whatever they call Palestine? You been there?
What is the argument here?
The point is that I'm over here, and I'm talking about socially to make sure that what's going on in our country, especially with race relations, because it's been one of those the things that has torn us apart as a country. And when I see any hint of that, I don't like it. And you're over here talking about this genocide going on overseas, like, man.
You said that you don't want anti-black, anti-white racism. You don't want division. The only way we can get to that division and get
to get Chud the Builder out of the way.
No, it's not about inciting violence on Chud the Builder. It's not allowed. If Charleston White says the word, no one gets angry. If Chud the Builder says it, everybody gets angry. If you actually want equality, then words for any race have the same meaning. That's equality. You say you're pro-black, I'm pro-human. Humans altogether should not allow this to divide us. How are you letting a word divide you and put into separate places? When black people say the same exact word, it's a term of endearment. When white people say it, so many people think you should act violently. That is segregation. That's the issue.
So let me ask you a question.
Everybody should have the equal meaning attached to this word.
So you do realize that if
it's how they use
someone who is oppressed does a action or mimics an action that the oppressor does, it's not the same thing. For example, if
you think black people are still, how are black people being oppressed right now?
Historically, black people are probably one of the most
right now.
Wait.
Well, right now.
You're always going to feel remnants of it.
I don't want to live in a victimhood mentality. I don't want to live in the past.
All right, no. Listen, I'm not that person that uses racism.
That's because you don't want to live in it because you don't have to.
You know what I hate?
Nobody looks at you and think a black man. Nobody sees a black man when they look at you. No matter how half of your blood is Haitian, we can't tell. It looked like you just had two white parents that was born in Haiti.
I just hate how people say that. Like, a lot of these guys do that shit, like when you arguing with your girl and you point out something she do, and then they be like, but you did this last week. I don't want to do victim. We talking about the problem we got right now. And it ain't victimhood if you still doing that shit. If you ask people right now, right, this how you can know. If you go to anybody that's not black and say, if you woke up tomorrow and had to be black, or you could be white, which one would you choose? 99% of them are not picking black.
Boy, that would be a great anonymous poll right there.
Yeah, they not going. Yeah, it had to be anonymous because they're alive, but they ain't picking black. Yeah, I see that shit all the time because you'll see when people they like our style, they like our culture, but even other like American black people are the most hated, bro, because even other people from other places don't like us. But like when I used to like Burna Boy until I started hearing how he was talking about black Americans, and I'm like, your whole style is stolen from us in the Caribbean. So how the hell are you had the nerve to talk about us saying we don't have culture, you know? When you're copying our whole culture.
But they poor. They culture is poorness. Fuck him. Malaria having motherfuckers. Nigga, your whole country ain't got running water, nigga. Stop it.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know, I got my family Caribbean too on my mom's side. They don't be talking like it was new to me to see, like when I hear them talk about the FBA and they be like this and that. My family came over here and they never said, I'm just this, I'm from whatever island. They just like, I'm black. Like it was never no, you know what I mean? It wasn't no like separation because we have family that was here too, you know? And we could trace our family back to slavery time, you know? But I'm proud of Ack. I'm really shocked because Ack is kind of a bitch.
Ack done grew up, man. He done grew up.
Now I feel like he was acting before.
This nigga was
now I feel like he was acting.
Let me look at Sneako Twitter. Y'all say he doing what? Hell nah.
Are he talking crazy on Twitter?
Whatever.
Well, yeah, that's how Sneako ended up calling in because Ack was going down his Twitter seeing him defending Chud the Builder. And then he called in on Discord. He called his phone first.
Well, you can't write the history of America without understanding what slavery has done to this entire country. It's a reason why the inner cities. Okay, so because hold on. So even if I'm, you know, and some people would definitely argue that it still exists now. Even if I don't argue that, I would argue that everything we see now, when we look back 2 generations ago, you basically are going to see clear side effects. Clear side effects.
Hold on. I ain't gonna lie. As a Drake fan, you're sounding a lot like a Kendrick Lamar fan right now.
No.
2 generations ago. I'm talking about right now, not all in the past and the, you know.
Brother, you can't write the history of the United States.
Let's talk about right now.
You cannot write the history.
The BLM thing. We don't need to do BLM.
No. It's not BLM.
Now,
it's not BLM thing.
What's the impression?
No. You're not. You see, you're trying to be obtuse. I've never even argued that black people are being oppressed right now. I'm saying that the history. Hold on. Wait, brother. The history has to be respected and always acknowledged. The same way how when it comes to the Jewish people, their history of how they were persecuted with the Holocaust has to be respected and acknowledged. These things are the reasons why they're living how they're living and we live in how we live in. And 200 years from now, the Palestinians will be living how they're living. That's the reality of it. This whole like, oh, this shit is over, get over it. Like, what are you talking about? Like, come on, what are you talking about, bro?
My point is you have to let go of victim mentality. It holds you back more than any of the control mechanisms that we imagine in our heads.
Except Sneako, you're arguing a point I never said. I never said nothing about victim mentality. I said there. Okay, but
the only way to get rid of this and get rid of the hurt is to move on. If you live in the past, if you hold on to a victim mentality, you never let the hurt heal. Let it heal.
Yo, Sneako, if somebody smoke your mama, you let it go.
Okay. Dude,
no, on some real shit because yo, it sounds stupid.
If you never let it go, you can't heal.
Yeah.
He is killing Sneako.
Yeah, he got him
He
good.
just hit him with them. I can't say nothing. He hit him with the religious jet. The overarching point was you're personally Muslim, but if somebody said that, it would offend a whole group of people.
You know what's crazy? You can stop being Muslim. You can hide that you Muslim and shit. You can't hide being black always. So that's why I hate when people like use jobs and religious titles to define something.
Yeah, because nobody will know what you believe in unless you tell them.
For you to tell people to let go of the hurt. You don't think you sound.
Ultimately, you should. That is the way to grow, is to let go and to forgive. That is growth. That is how you get over it. Holding on to hate forever.
You talking ideals? You always. This is your issue. You always talking like this ideal type of thing. Yo, the history of the world, the history of the fucking world is actually shaped by historical events that niggas have never let go. It's the reason why right now you go to Germany, you even throw up a goddamn anywhere, they're making sure you're out of there. You know why? History just doesn't right away and everybody forgets it. Oh, we all forgiven, we're healing. People ain't Sneako. What the fuck? Like the whole world is shaped by pain, wars, is shaped by shit that has changed the trajectory of life. People have been exterminated. That's caused other people to realize, hey, we got to make sure it never gets to this again because we know what happened last time. This whole let's kumbaya, let's forget. What are you talking about, Sneako?
It's not kumbaya. This is the way forward. It's to
forget slavery.
Why let somebody hurt you that? Why let this one word hurt you that way? You're giving somebody else power.
That's the reason they're using the word motherfucker. It's a reason they say nigger and not nigga. Because they want to remind you of that time.
You know what the problem is? He really don't know Black history. Because first of all, he said slavery ended 200 and something years ago. I don't think he realized that shit was really like almost like only little, like a little, if we count Jim Crow and all that stuff, less than 100 years ago. Like, I just thought about it, like, they had segregated water fountains and shit when my fucking pops and moms was fucking born, man. They was born in the 50s and they was segregated water fountains and shit. You know, that's why it's like crazy to me how close it is, but yet we trying to act like it forgot.
You're way.
It's only white people. That's why I said this nigga white. Like he white. It's only white people that be like, oh, forget about it. Forget it.
Yeah, people that didn't get abused. That's what they be like, oh no. That's why I'm about to take my kids to that Black History museum up in I'm gonna take them to the ghetto one in Baltimore, and I'm gonna go to the one in Washington, D.C. so they can see. Then I'm gonna take them down to the other side of Virginia, make them pick some cotton so they can see how it is to be out there.
Don't take them to pick no goddamn cotton.
Yo, my wife see cotton for the first time. She felt bad because she thought it looked pretty. She's like, I feel bad because it looks so pretty over there. I feel like I'm wrong.
It's a pretty crop though. Just wild cotton, it is a pretty crop. Yes.
I'm worried about hitting dead.
If you want them to pick some cotton, get them folks some aspirin.
As hot as it is, I'm about to wake my daughter up and make her go out there and cut that grass. I'm sweating bullets, and I was only out there for like 30 minutes. Then my damn dog ran out the yard. I had to go chase that motherfucker.
Shit, I did mine 2 days ago when the sun was blocked after she said we're going to have an overcast for 2 days. I got my ass out there Friday evening. I got a weed today, though, but I'm waiting till this goddamn sun go down.
I got like a little, like what? It's a little over, like, it's like not a half acre, maybe like a little, it's more than a quarter acre, but not a half acre.
You need a Mexican, sir. You need a Mexican.
I've been doing that shit with a push lawnmower, man. I need
it better at least it better your push mower better at least have the auto jet you hold the damn
it
drive itself.
But it's an electric one, so I'll be having to switch batteries.
Oh yeah, you need a Mexican, G. Just go and get a Mexican 40 pesos in 2 weeks.
I mean, the dudes that used to come cut it, and it's crazy because they'd come, it'd be like a whole team of them, like 10 of them. They cut that shit in 10 minutes.
I see that shit. I'm tempted to have the motherfuckers that do my neighbor shit.
Bro, that shit be good.
Everybody in the neighborhood get somebody cut their yard except for me. I'm tempted. I'm about to say when they hop out, it be like you said, it be about 10 of them. One nigga on the side, one nigga doing the bushes, one nigga weed eating, the other one raking and bagging.
Mm-hmm.
They got that shit to a science. These niggas have.
Yeah, I looked, I was like, damn, they did that shit in 15 minutes. That should take me 3 hours. And then I tell you, they don't even tell you they coming. They just pull up, jump out, do their thing, and bounce. I knew she hired somebody when I was gone. Then I came back, I was like, damn, this should look better than when I was there. I know she didn't cut this herself. I'm about to tell her, hire them again, man. It's too hot for this.
Smarter than how you're coming across. I'm telling you, if it's not the word, it's going to be something else, right? Like it could be a symbol. I'm not too. It's going to be something that reminds you of the pain. It is, and that is going to be sacred, or it's going to be. Don't fuck with it. In everything that carries some, nobody just forgets what I'm saying. You're just saying, oh, well, why can't y'all change the word, brother? There is pain there. It won't go away. If it's a word or something else, and you're acting like the guy's trying to say the word just harmlessly. No, he's trying to evoke pain. So if it was a symbol, he would fuck with that. If it was a place, he'd fuck with that.
Culture, race, these things shouldn't be defined on hurt. Allowing Black culture to be defined off of slavery is living in a victim consciousness. Jews allowing
I've never said that.
This way is defining Jewish identity based off of something horrible.
Your childhood helped define what you became. You can't erase history, brother. And you're always a product, not only of your environment, but historical choices.
or do we only want to unify based off of hurt and pain and trauma? Or do we want to unify based off of something greater? Do we want to give power to words that are strong, that are empowering, that are good? This is what should trigger us. We should hear a word like, hey, you're black, and we should be happy about this. We should be emotionally manipulated in a positive way. We should remember things that make us happy.
Sneako, you know what I realized?
That make us pain.
I think you only have these type of thoughts because like you like this mulatto. I don't even know if you know what you are. Like, what do you consider yourself? Like, respectfully. And
how many times? I don't know how many times.
Exactly.
The reason why. The reason why
he feel that way because nobody looks at him and sees a black man, even though he says he's Haitian. And just because he's Haitian doesn't mean anything. This nigga was just born there. His white parents could have been born in Haiti.
I think his pops is Haitian.
He have any black roots. Yeah, just like Kamala Harris' dad is white Jamaican. It just be like this sometimes.
But her nanny was black.
He might not have any black in his family. He's just Haitian by the fact that he was born there.
It's his pops that's Haitian.
Might have been on vacation. Okay, so his pops is Haitian.
Yeah,
probably a white.
His mama white.
Filipino.
Yeah, some shit.
The reason why I say
they was breaking it down one night because they was saying how I think it was Albert and Preach. They broke down how he's not really, that he don't know how it is, you know.
That's fucked up when some Canadians got to tell you about the struggle.
Yeah.
Because if you ask any person, and based on your stupid ass logic you just said, is that
what stupid logic? Like you comparing Palestine, like
no,
to Muslim?
No,
like
your stupid logic of really you should. It should be about coming to get like everything that has to do with my life. If I'm not here, right? I'm not here in America. If my mom didn't make certain sacrifices, I'm not where I lived in Jamaica. If my family there didn't survive slavery. Yes, it was slavery in the Caribbean. Everything matters on the past. You can't just fuck the past. We're just like here. You must have you can't have a connection to a strong, legitimate background or lineage if you're saying fuck the past. Let's move on. What are you talking about? And that's why you use your racial. That's why you use your racial makeup because put it like this: people that come from France, they have a certain disposition based on like. What happened in that country? They're great.
Haiti ain't supposed to like the French. Am I not? Am I wrong on that? Ain't that who they boo? So, but he don't kick out. But he doesn't feel that or recognize that actual lineage.
Great grandfather fought in that war, blah, blah, blah. Like, these are actual things.
And ideally, they don't crash out over a word. My point is, look, my dad's from Haiti, right? Haiti was the first independent slave nation. These people, they killed their slave masters, and before they led that slave revolution. To this day, Haitians will call anybody who's not dark-skinned black. Well, hold on, let me finish my point. They'll call anybody who's not dark-skinned black, blanc. You know what this meant at the time of the revolution? It meant slave master. It's since been repurposed to mean anybody who's not dark-skinned. This is a nation who moved on from this word, who changed that meaning. And although it does have an origins of that slave time, it doesn't elicit the same hurt. If people call me blanc in Haiti, am I going to crash out and say, I'm not a slave master? Hey. I understand. Wait back. It's just
somebody might.
All right, so again, you're trying to do the like, you know, the mouse brain thing again.
But should I crash out over that? If someone in Haiti calls me blanc, should I crash out and say I'm not a slave master?
Hold on. I think you should crash out if your great grandfather died in the war that helped free the slaves, and they clown the fact that your great grandfather got killed in that war. I think you should crash out.
I should crash out over something.
Yes, I think you should. That's your fucking lineage. Yeah, that's your fucking lineage. You should crash out. You should.
Okay, so then what about other black people calling you nigga? Like, does that not remind you?
You're now trying to switch a point. What I'm trying to say is that it's not necessarily about the word. It's about the struggle, the hate. It's about the struggle and the pain.
Struggle and hate. When black people were all slaves, that was struggle and hate. There were
I ain't gonna lie. I am for if someone
out slaves, they were in charge of using that same word in the same way.
Yo, if someone's family and lineage, you know, died sacrificing themselves for whatever plight, and someone came to bring that pain back and disrespect them, I think that's a crash out offense.
Yeah, that is wrong. And that's when intentions are wrong. But the word itself in a vacuum.
But using the word is tapping into it. That's what I'm saying. Get the word out of here. The word is the key to tapping into that. It's the easiest key to say one thing to tap into that. My thing, once you tap into it, all bets off. All bets off.
You're right. The intentions are wrong. If somebody has the motive to intentionally hurt somebody in that way, that's wrong.
That's what Chud the Builder is doing.
We shouldn't try to intentionally hurt people, and I say that that's wrong. But that word in and of itself, even if it was Chud, we've seen countless videos of white people saying it in public, and they get hurt nonstop. The rhetoric online is, if a white person ever said that, I'm going to smack him. Even if a white person sings along to a Drake song and they say, "Hey, don't say that. Hey, don't say that."
Yo, I think Clav was on stream and he said it like, obviously this whole discourse like
all the time. Black people come up to him all the time and say, "You can't say that. You can't say that."
Okay. The feeling around Clav saying it, because yes, there's still a conversation, even if and by the way, he's saying nigga from what I know, not Hardy.
And he still gets pressed. I've seen a
lot
of
all right. Yeah, because there's still a conversation.
They came up pressing him and they got real upset.
Hold on. There's still a conversation, but I'm not gonna say that's not true. What I'm saying is that the intent behind him doing that versus what Chud is doing. Chud is literally antagonizing, and that's why
I said he should go in 5. That's why he should stop IRL streaming,
or he should go to Memphis.
We found some common ground here. Intentions are what matter.
Yo, I want to do a stream with him in Memphis.
No, this nigga said not go to Memphis.
He's not going where there's no real danger.
That's why I said he should go in 5. That's why.
He's stupid.
I want him to go where there's strict gun laws.
He gonna go like he found what he was looking for the other day outside the courthouse. He found the fuck he was looking for. He got.
I don't think he thought it would have happened there. I don't think he thought it would have happened at the courthouse too. I'm surprised they're not charging him with having a gun at the courthouse.
Now he got about 5-6 charges.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say, because usually can't have guns and weapons around like courthouses and school zones, anything like that.
And if he was going to court, he shouldn't have definitely had it on him. They were saying that he may have been going to court that day for some other shit that happened.
When he ain't paid the bill?
No, that was in Nashville, but it was something else going on in his city that he had, like a disorderly conduct or some shit. He's supposed to be.
He got a whole bunch of shit.
Right, he just being a menace to society at this point. But yeah, he felt like everywhere you go, it's gonna be somebody willing to crash out. He found it right one the other day. He's in jail, not that brother. So I don't know who. Apparently, Chud must have attacked him first. And then once he started getting his ass whooped, he wanted to pull the gun out, because I don't think the black dude was charged with anything.
He should stop IRL streaming,
or he should go to Memphis.
We found some common ground here. Intentions are what matter.
Yo, I want to do a stream with him in Memphis.
Maybe we can find. I think that'd be great. Maybe we can find some common ground here. The intentions
Chud,
matter.
Chud, I will pay you to do a stream with me in Memphis. I'll do an IRL with him in Memphis.
No security?
Yeah, no security. They gonna harm me. The fuck? Yo, yes, no security. Yeah, me and Chud, we kick it out there. And hold on. And I'll even get, matter of fact, I'll give him, I don't know how much money he would want. I'll pay him if he keep the same energy. We'll be in Memphis.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying it's not okay. That's
do you really can you honestly say you don't want something violent to happen to him?
No. I want to just see his energy when he's around a different environment, because I don't like when people are kind of popping out doing that type of stuff. And again, if he was just doing it online, whatever, but like he's kind of like putting this across, like I want to see if he's gonna keep the same energy everywhere. And if he does, I'll probably get a little bit respectful.
He definitely ain't gonna be the only one open carrying in Memphis. He's not gonna be the only one open carrying. The playing field's even right there.
If he goes to Memphis, Tennessee, and was just like, and he's giving it up, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'd probably be like, yeah, I don't fuck with him, but leave that nigga alone, man. Like, he's standing on business. He's standing on business. I just think that he's a bit of a coward because he's picking and choosing, but he's talking like he's not. And if he like kept it real, like, I'm picking the most pussiest black niggas I can find to do the shit to, I'd be like, all right, bro, you got it.
I doubt that's gonna happen, and he probably shouldn't.
You can come too. You can come too.
I went to Memphis before. It was all Hellcats, all chargers and challengers. Hellcats.
We'll just go outside the club. You know what I mean? Us three, we try to get in the club.
I'm banned from all the clubs in America.
No, you're not. You're only banned from like
all the hospitality.
You don't even know who the hell you are.
Yeah, there ain't no hospitality group in Memphis, man. You good?
I'm good off the club. I'm getting old, bro. We're pushing 40. We can't be in the club anymore.
Speak for yourself, brother.
All right, good talking to you.
All right,
you still think do I sell my black card?
No, it's not sell. We're gonna revoke it. Listen, if we got to get you this Chud thing is a problem. Like, you know, this is a problem. We can't have you,
revoke my black card.
Put like this. They would have kicked you out of Muslim hood if you said certain shit. So like, yo, we got to treat the black shit the same way. Mine's to take a card back. I ain't gonna lie.
You took my black card?
No, we didn't take it yet, but it's in review. It's in review. So just
that shit.
No. Shit, I'm telling you, man.
I didn't know he had a black
You gotta watch out for them. You gotta watch out for like Sneako surprised me with this one. Sneako surprised me with this one. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not surprised at all.
That was crazy. Yo, chat. When I'm over here sounding like Tariq Nasheed, it's like, you know it's bad, bro. Like if it was some light shit like Clive, like he's singing a song and he says, nigga, I'm not gonna be like, yo, bro. But this guy, you could tell, bro, he even dressed like a racist, bro. Like, yo, come on, dog. Come on, bro. It's something. Anyway,
no, he got the racist uniform on, but he ain't got on damn Confederate flag X. So
yeah, that's how like
racist? He got a cowboy hat on.
I disagree with that.
Are you saying the cowboy hat and the mustache make him racist? I gotta hear Ack explain this shit. He said he even dressed like a racist.
He says, nigga, I'm not gonna be like yo, bro. But this guy, you could tell, bro, he even dressed like a racist, bro. Like, yo, come on, dog. Come on, bro. It's something. Anyway, I know. Anyway, all right. Okay. Little side quest. We good though, right? Everybody still rocking with me here, or do we lose some people? All right. Okay, we got a little 13K in the building. All right.
Damn, I need act numbers.
Chat. All I'm gonna say is, you know it's bad when I'm over here, like on some pro-black shit. It's just disrespectful. It's just too disrespectful. And also, you see everybody talking about. See, Sneako love all this Muslim stuff. I'm not Muslim. I'm Baptist, and I don't want to disrespect no Muslim. But everybody got something they care about. You know what I mean? See, that's why I have to put it in his own home turf. All right, bet. So you think it's cool for him to disrespect black people because you don't care about black people. But I guarantee start disrespect Muslims or show up to the mosque is a problem, right? Oh, maybe start disrespecting like Palestine, or you see the mood changes. Oh no, we're talking about God. Exactly. All right. All righty then. Let's see.
All right, y'all. I had to go into that one because Ack got on his ass.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm proud of Ack, man.
Yeah, he did. We at the Jamaican. He even said, "Man, well, I'm sounding like Tariq Nasheed, man. You know the shit that went too far." Like I don't even usually be into this shit like this, but nigga, you tripping. He and Chud, you know, he dressed like a racist. I ain't never heard that shit before.
That's all. Look, I'm like, he just got that stupid mustache.
Hey guys.
Nah, that was funny. What up, Mr. Judge?
A little bit.
Nothing much. Hey Mo, did you see the photo I posted?
Nah, I haven't been on YouTube like that.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
I had fucking messed my ankle up, so I had an air cast on my damn leg. I just took it off.
Oh man. I broke a toe one time and that was enough for me.
Word, but I got my official paperwork saying I can retire next year, so I'm happy as hell.
Oh, good.
They denied my shit the first time.
How much leave you got saved up?
I got like 90 days now.
Oh yeah, you retiring 3 months early.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I might do 4.
3 months early. If you can accrue, yeah, you can get you another month before. There'll be them tabs.
Yeah, because
like,
I put
this motherfucker.
Because I gotta burn 20. Well, probably less than 27 because I just took away. So I gotta burn 20 days anyway for this year because you know you get the 30 days. So before October, I gotta burn 20 days, and then you're gonna get that other 30 on top of what I got. And I ain't selling back nothing. I want all my money while I'm on leave. So
now, unless they doing dollar on the dollar, unless they giving cash value, like face value, I don't want the money.
The only time you could get that is if you want deployment in that tax free zone. But then how they get you is though they only give you your base pay, they don't give you your allowances, and the allowances is worth it. Thank you. The allowances is worth it.
So what I was talking about, Mo, is that so basically what had happened is I've been making content on the GMS Hebrew Israelites because they went they went after me after I did a deep dive on, it wasn't even talking about them specifically. I was talking about, the methodology and street tactics of radical Hebrew Israelites. And the GMS just came out of the shadows and was like, you're calling us radicals or whatever. And it was like, bro, don't even know who you are. Didn't even know who they were till that day. And then they just kept making insult after insult and threatening me and using their racist theology. And so eventually I said, you know what, fine. You wanted to have this fight. Let's have this fight. I'm going to do a public investigation. I'm going to use my AI research. I'm going to find everything I can about you publicly, and then I'm going to expose it. And while in the midst of doing that, I put a post pointing out, like, because now what they're doing is they're trying to get me off the algorithm by making repetitive video after repetitive video. So while in the middle of me pointing out, dude, these people are obsessed with me. Like, dude, it got to a point to where they were threatening me with slavery after the afterlife and saying they were going to give me syphilis and all this shit. Mind you, they're saying this after we all die, which is hilarious. And then I point out a message saying, these people are obsessed with me at this point. And Jessica comments, "Oh, hey," as a joke, she said, "Hey, don't let them don't let Lene find that out because she wants me to have my full attention on her." And so I said a joke right back, and apparently Lene was shadowing me because she saw it, and then she made a post threatening, insulting Jessica, and then insulting me, claiming that we're lame, but she doesn't know us. And so when she subsequently claims that she blocked me and whatever, I was like, okay. So I decided to make a photo. I took a photo on her channel and I said of her, and I made it, and I went to Gemini and I made it into a troll under the bridge. And that's the photo I posted up now. So she's now known as the Stacks troll under the bridge.
She wanted that attention. Wonder what's up with Mary. She ain't put out a whack ass show in a while, man. We need proof of life.
Yeah, she hasn't said anything for at least 8-9 days now. And same with Lene, because she was saying, "Oh, let the show continue." Lady, you haven't posted a single video or live stream in 11 days now. But she was saying, "I blocked them, so let's move on to the show." You posted on about my post, and you haven't made any videos in well over 10 days. So what shows are you talking about?
Yeah, Lene, I don't find her entertaining. Marianne is at least entertaining,
Yeah, she is.
She ain't posting 2 weeks, man. She at least entertaining.
Her last video was very entertaining. How she was trying to say, "Oh, this guy stole all my content and what have you," and then here she is, like, he didn't steal shit because it's public. But even if that logic were true, you're literally doing the same damn shit. So
yeah, she do the same thing to everybody else, man. She still got everybody else videos as her damn members only.
Yeah, and she doesn't even. And it's been 2 months since she ever did members only either. So I mean, not only is she expecting you to pay monthly to make a comment, but she's not even going to make regular lives to have you see a comment.
She doesn't have members anymore. At least she ain't got the prerequisite 8 to show that you got some. So she's fell off to 8 or less.
Wow.
I'm about to go join her shit. I'm telling you, she could do so much better though. She got the studio. She could be doing what's that chick from Insecure? She like Issa Rae. She should be putting out her own joints.
She don't even know how to screen share. She holds her phone up to the other computer.
Mo, you realize that unlike unlike the rest of us who have upgraded to the 21st century, she's treating the internet like it's still dial-up internet.
Yeah, we got to get her a mentor, man, a real mentor. You know what I mean? That could show her like, all right, we could do like edit. She should have a team. She do movies. She should have a team. Somebody that do editing. Somebody that do, lighting and stuff. Like, she should have a team, bro. Thumbnails. We got to get her a team, man, because we need her back on these streets, man.
I really think that's the only reason she's losing members, because we don't see Lene losing that many members in it much. Mind you, she's not gaining that much, but they're not leaving because they can comment on her shit whenever they do. Whereas whereas Marianne is the only one, and the only one I've seen, honestly, that says, you know what, people are making too many negative comments, I'm going to block them. And it's like, well, if they can't even comment anymore, why would they stay?
If people ain't hating on your shit, you ain't doing it. I get negative comments every damn day, bro. People going to talk crazy regardless, bro. It's going to be trolls regardless. I think it's some people that wake up just to go on YouTube to make comments about that shit.
Yeah, takedown channels literally dedicated to looking for channels to see some. Well, what they do is they go in, they investigate you, and then they and whatever they can find publicly, whether it was 10 years ago or 5 years ago or something recent, they'll find that evidence, they'll collect it, and then they'll make it as their whole takedown video, the downfall of BHD, the downfall of whatever, because their entire platform is built on investigating other channels, finding dark shit that you did or information you may not have wanted people to know, and then letting it publicly. So it's a double whammy because they get the credibility of exposing evil people, and they also get content revenue on the channel because people watch them specifically to do that.
Yeah, there's one channel I'll be watching. I know he just do mad videos on like Hustle Campbell. It's T-Bone for Colors, but I think his shit is funny. I don't even think he monetized. But it should be funny. He'd just be replaying all his stuff.
I will say, not monetizing might not get you profit, but at the same time, it gives you more creative freedom because you don't have to worry about, oh, will this be monetized, or will YouTube let me make money off of that? You know, because what's really fucked up about YouTube is not only is their wages shitty, but a lot of old channels that actually were okay and fine and honestly hilarious wind up getting taken down because the new policies that get implemented are, not okay with the content that they did. But the problem is that, and this is what they try to argue with YouTube, is at the time that they uploaded the video, the policies were different and it was okay. So how are you going to take it down years later and say, well, this isn't family rated or this isn't this? And it's like, but at the time that wasn't an issue though. So how can they be held accountable for it now? And YouTube just most of the time just says, we don't care. It violates this, so it stays gone forever.
I ain't gonna lie, like 2023, 2022, the money was so good on YouTube. You could have pulled it easy. And you ain't even have to have that many subs just with views and stuff. You probably could have pulled it easy, 10 to 20,000 a month. Easy. Non-stop. Off of shorts. Shorts was flowing back then because YouTube was taking 55%, so they was pushing that. But now you getting pennies on a dollar. They ain't trying to pay nobody. And they running more ads, so I don't even understand that.
Well, that's the reason why they're running more ads is because it's like this. Ads kind of have gone to an evolution to where it was just genuinely something that, companies used to pay YouTube to let them put on there, to now, because of how annoying, what it is YouTube and other platforms have realized, well, man, ads really annoy people. And it gets them to do pretty much anything to avoid them. So naturally, they come to the conclusion that if we double the amount of ads they've got to see and simultaneously say, well, if you want to avoid all that, just pay us a monthly fee, which is, for me, I pay $8.99. I pay $8.99, but that's because I'm a college student. If you were a regular person, they charge you like $14 a month.
Like $15. I'm about to tell them I'm a college student because I'm in school.
Oh, definitely you should. You should, man, because if you because they have a subscription tier where if you prove to them that you're a college student, show them your transcripts or show them through or their school of the institution, what they'll do is they'll make it to where you'll have to at least they say once a year you'll have to reprove it. I've never had to. But they basically will say they will basically let you get a severely reduced amount as a student. So you can actually, it used to be $7.99, but they recently increased it to $8.99. but you can really reduce it to just $8, $9 a month to have ads free, and all you have to do is show that you're in college.
Yeah, because that's what I'm paying now. Like, I think it's $15.99, but I'm paying like $9.99 because if you use American Express give you like entertainment credits for like $25 a month. So it paid for Hulu, Disney Plus already, and then what's left over, it paid for my YouTube Premium. But I didn't know about the school joint because I only got like 5 more classes left because I'm working on 2 degrees right now since I'm retiring. I'm switching fields to do like IT stuff, but yeah, I'll take any discounts.
Oh, and if you ever get interested in using artificial intelligence, which I recommend because I'm an artificial intelligence expert, I would recommend that you actually go with Google's plan because Google has made ads in the past letting people know, hey, because I pay $49.99 for mine simply because I like the power I get with a AI1 plan. But if you wanted to, you could actually, as long as you're still a student, you could literally sign up for it as a student, and they'll give you, I think it's up to a year free. Same thing with YouTube. They'll say, oh, you get it for free. Or if you're going to pay for, if you just say, and I believe if you go with that plan, I could be wrong, but I believe if you go with that plan, they will allow you to also have YouTube Premium without actually paying the extra, all under that same plan. Because I know that my $49.99 actually would traditionally cover the YouTube Premium as well. But the thing is, I made a separate subscription of the Premium with my Gemini one. So unfortunately, I still have to pay 2 separate payments. I couldn't get that fixed. But if you were to actually just sign up for Gemini Premium, like Gemini Pro, whether it's actually it has to be the $49.99 a month. Like, again, you can get it for free if you're a student, but if you wanted to actually pay for it, it would come with that YouTube Premium and a bunch of other benefits as well. So,
I'm
that's
be
an
in school
option.
next year too, because after I retire, I'm going back to school to use that GI Bill. So I finish my master's off then. But
And
so
I'll give you
classes lined up.
I'll give you some advice as a college student, because I've been a college student for the last, I'm still going to be it for the next 3 more years. So in total, it's going to be about 9 or 8. But right now I'm at 6 years. I would recommend this. If you can use your GI Bill, great. But if you come across any problems, don't get a loan.
I'm not doing no loans.
Oh, thank God. Trust me, don't get it.
I ain't doing no loans at all. Because the GI Bill is going to cover, it'll be able to cover everything. And they pay your housing.
Right. But I'm just saying, if anything came up, like maybe they denied you or anything like that, here's the thing you could do. As long as you could apply for what's known as a FAFSA, and that's what I do. Is I get paid to go to college through a grant system, and all you have to do is it's curated specific. Yeah, I do get a Pell Grant, but it's also under FAFSA, because if you don't make a certain amount of money, like if you're of low income, FAFSA overall lets you go to college and get paid to go. So it's like I'll get paid, like if I'm only doing 1 class per semester, I could be paid anywhere from $400 to $800 for that class. And books, if you're even going to need books, because that's not even guaranteed, only comes out to like $30 on average out of the $400 to $800 they'll give you. And of course, if you have so many classes lined up, they'll pay you triple amount more.
My first degree, I didn't pay nothing out of pocket.
Yeah, I never paid. The only thing I've ever had to pay is, and I hate this, is they still charge you for medical rep and what have you. And quite naturally, you're like, but I never use this medical. I never use this. And you'll argue with that, and they'll say, well, you still have to pay for it just in case.
Yeah, see, my job gives tuition assistance too, so that's what I'm using now.
Oh, Well, I mean, even when you have those tuition fees, they're severely reduced. Like, I didn't know I had to pay them for about 5 out of my 6 years, and so when I finally found out, guess how low the bill was?
How much?
$62.
With us, as long as I pass the class, I don't gotta pay it back. But you can only take, I think, like 15 credits a year, which I'll be done before.
For me, they basically said I had to pay it back, even though I had to pay it back just simply because it was related to fees like representative, medical, what have you, which just tacked over time because it's usually like 15, 25 bucks per semester because all the other costs go away thanks to the Pell Grant. Yeah, but after 5 years, it piled up and piled up and piled up because shit, I didn't even know. My attitude was basically the same. Well, I got Pell Grant. I'm passing these classes. I'm getting paid. So my attitude was, how was I supposed to know there was a bill? And their argument was, well, we put it in some part in the website. And I'm like, but yeah, you guys put it so far in the website, no one even sees or knows about it. And they're like, well, it's there.
Only thing I was mad at myself in my last class that I was going to, like the school I'm in now is on the East Coast. My first degree, my school was in the West Coast. So having a 3 a.m. to turn in an assignment was clutch. Like that. Oh man, that came in handy. Vice. I would think I had like 11 o'clock. I'm like, come on, y'all can't even do the midnight. So I used to have to turn my joint in by 10:59.
Well, the only time I actually had a frustrating semester was actually
I need to try that.
was actually last semester, and not this semester, but last semester. And the reason why it's kind of funny. I was frustrated at first because basically I was trying to do an online class only, but unfortunately I had to drop both of them because one was demanding way too many books. And when I communicated with them asking, okay, is this going to be online or do I have to get the physical copies? And being told, well, you have to get physical copies and what have you, even though it was an online course. I was like, okay, no, thank you. So I dropped out of that one. And then the other one was going to be okay. It was even with a professor I knew, but her requirements were just so ridiculous. It got to the point where I was just like, no, I'm not even going to bother, because what she said was, okay, I'm going to have this online turnitin.com to make sure you guys aren't using AI. Okay, that's fine, not to worry. But then she says, also, I want your edit history as well. So basically what she was saying is, you could have, not only do I want you to write everything out online, turn it into turnitin.com, which that alone would tell you if we're using AI or not. But then even after what?
You can still beat the AI shit.
You can, but I'm just saying as a general standard, it's fine. But the thing is like, but then she wants to say, now I want your edit history as well whenever you submit an assignment, which essentially means if I'm backspacing or editing something too well, she's going to immediately assume I'm cheating or I'm doing something wrong and therefore grade me bad. And it's like, so if, and mind you, I've been a college student.
She cared too much. My instructor ain't
exactly. Exactly. Dude, that was the first time in 6 years I ever encountered something like that. And it was all because she was paranoid about artificial intelligence. But the thing about artificial intelligence is, one, the campus itself doesn't have an issue with AI. It's only the professors. And two, as long as you're not having the AI write for you, it doesn't matter.
I did it. I let it write my whole paper, but then like they could tell like some shit. So what I used to do was I'll let it write it, but you gotta have the paid version of like Chat GPT or something. You can't have the other shit. But I just use that as like a reference and then rewrite it in my own version and look up stuff. But that should give you wrong information too. It'll make up shit.
So here's some things that I'll say as an AI expert. 3 things. 1, don't ever use ChatGPT. It is a terrible. Well, it's the most popular thing that a lot of people refer to, and I get it because that's what it was all the rage at one time back in 2023. But it's been outclassed. It is literally not the best AI system out there. It is not the most accurate AI system out there. It is doo-doo. Do not use ChatGPT. Second, the thing is, as what you're saying, you know, as far as like, you know, just having it just rewriting in your own words, that's actually very smart because that's how you avoid plagiarism, because you will ask it, get the information from it, and then you just write it as you understand it so that you can put it in your own words. And so technically you didn't have the AI write for you, therefore it's not
Use it like the
plagiarism.
brainstorm. That's what I really use it for.
Exactly.
Brainstorm. Like I'll go back and forth
Exactly.
telling my ideas and how to. But then I
Exactly.
also, even if you use Grammarly, you gotta cite it because they count that as AI too.
Right. But so here's the important thing to understand, right? And this is why I said don't use ChatGPT. If you want to use a good quality AI that actually shows you the sources of which it got its information from, so that you know, and not only has deep research capabilities, so which will base its research on hundreds of websites that you can manually click on and, you know, check out, you should actually use what's known as Gemini, because Gemini is not only owned by Google, which is the biggest research source in the world, but it's also, unlike ChatGPT, which is owned by a small company, there are things in Gemini that actually validate what it's saying. First off, it gives you its sources. So, you know, even if you didn't want to, what?
You sound like you work for Google.
I get that a lot, and it's not that I work for them. It's not that I work for them. It's that I'm an AI expert. I have a certificate in Google AI systems, and which I took on the first try, which I scored an 82% on. Not voting, just stating facts. And Google's AI system is literally top notch on the market. There is literally no AI system that is better, and the reason why is, and I know this makes it sound like I work for them, but no, this is just genuine fact. They are $1 billion company, and so they have the most top researchers under their employer. They have the most scientists under their employer, and people who know how to code in their employer than literally any other company. So as a result,
about Claude? What you think about Claude?
Claude, it's hard for me to give a definite opinion on Claude, because the reason why is because I've actually tried to use Claude. For whatever reason, I haven't been able to successfully use it. Like, I've tried to log in, I've tried to create an account with them. For whatever reason, I've never been able to personally use Claude. But what I will say that AI systems do, what Gemini does best is, like, how do I say this? So this is put it to you like this, okay? You name me any task or any academic, whether it's an academic assignment or just anything that you'd like to do that refers to either research, knowledge, understanding of any type of thing, and even writing, for example, and you tell me what you want, and I will tell you exactly how Gemini is capable of doing it.
I'm gonna try Gemini today because my I got a home lab and my next cloud been acting up, so I'm probably sending an error code to see what the hell. But once I update my server, it start acting up.
And I want to tell you this, Mo. The thing is that Gemini is capable of doing, which is incredibly important. It can generate entire PDFs and RTF files. RTF stands for rich text files. So what this means is, and it's through prompts, by the way. It used to be through Canvas tool, but now it's just entirely through prompts. So this is literally all you do. You literally want to understand something or want to give somebody, like, let's say I go to you, Mo, and I say, can you explain to me the very biometrics of nuclear fusion? Now, you could obviously look at me and say, get the fuck out of here. I don't know a goddamn thing about nuclear fusion. Right, which is what I would probably say too, and if I lived in a different era, because what do I look like to you, a scientist? But here's what you would be able to do instead. You could say, okay, just give me 1 second, and you can go to Gemini, and you could say, and this is the prompt you'd say, give me a detailed report on how the basics of nuclear fusion is made, or however the person wanted the information. And then after you told it what to do, you put a period on that, and you say download it into a PDF. And what the AI will do, because Gemini is connected to Google and therefore the entire internet. What it will do is it's multimodal. So it'll simultaneously go out to retrieve the information while simultaneously creating the document that you're trying to ask, and then is synthesizing the information that it found into the documentation so that you can literally click on the click. Not only can you review it, but you can download it and send it to whoever you want. So it would even be great for arguments, because let's say you're arguing with some dumb guy that tries to say the earth is flat, right? And you don't want to go through the rigmarole of just constantly arguing and highlighting how stupid that is. You can be like, okay, you want to believe the earth is flat? Give me 2 seconds. Okay, here's this document. Don't argue with me, argue with the research.
All right, I'm about to go back out here and cut this grass now that my battery done charging. Y'all still up here? I might pop back in.
I'm about to get up.
Yes, Gabe, it would be able to answer that. But I do want to ask Trey.
I see y'all guys later.
All right, good talking to you, Mo. Good talking to you, Mo. Trey, I just wanted to ask, because I don't know. This was just briefly mentioned to me the other day. Is it true you and Mind Chaos Brew are in a disagreement of some kind?
Yes.
Oh, so are you guys cool, or are you mad at each other? Like, I'm just asking for clarity.
She's mad at me. I don't have any issues. I have an issue with me getting 2 privacy complaints when prior to this whole shit popping off, she had no problem inboxing me and that. So I have a problem with that. But am I upset? Am I beefing at her? Am I listening to her to see if she has anything foul to say about me so I can respond? Absolutely not.
Okay. So I was just curious about that, because it caught me completely by surprise. You know, I just seen a comment saying it's sad you guys were, arguing. I was like, well, you guys are arguing, and I just didn't. And I did watch the live streams. The live streams you posted of the arguments and what have you. But I just wanted to hear the full context of what was happening from you, because this was news to me. I just found out about it yesterday.
Yeah, I'm the enemy for being neutral, and so I accept it, and I just move on.
That's what I like about you, Trey. Is like, none of this is personal. It's all business and what have you, and like that's why that's one of the things I really like about your channel and you, is that yeah, you might say shit that gets people's goat or whatever, hence why you're known as the petty goat, but at the end of the day, it's, hey, this is a job, this is content, this is, we're just doing it for business, and at the end of the day, move on. And that's the type of professionalism that I actually like. Now, I find it hilarious that you've masterfully combined it with fuck you and fuck everything you stand for simultaneously with, hey man, how's it going? This is all just for business. What's up? I find that combination hilarious. Because it's rare to see. You don't really encounter too many people, because when they say fuck you and everything you stand for, dude, they mean it so serious. They mean it 100%. Like, it's, the hatred is real. But you're just like, dude, this is just a business. If people like seeing it, if it gets me content, gets me money, then that's what I'm gonna do. And then at the end, I'm just gonna move on to something else. So if you have any problem with it, it's just on you.
Yep, I've been doing this shit too long. I moved through it like Neo. Until the next episode. But Jessica, I'm saying though, Jessica, you could say she don't play, but she filed a privacy complaint. That's not talking shit. That's not being a warrior. That's not. That's calling the police in a sense. But it is what it is. To the next episode. Little channel, big voice, fanboy out. Low key, niggas hating cause they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat.